ничью. И, в общем-то, тогда их игра, на мой взгляд, смотрелась еще не так ярко, как она начала смотреться вот ближе за этой группой, за командой Гамбит.
Как раз таки с первого дня и забрали первую карту, это противостояние Positive Guys против Гамбит, видел только вторую, но потом пересмотрел первую, поэтому можно сказать, что команды очень схожи вот в принятии решений, в каком-то смысле в пуле героев, поэтому тут вполне вероятно 2-1, причем в плотной борьбе, там часа по часу каждая карта, с выходом в глубокий лейт и так далее, потому что тяжело будет нащупать эту брешь в обороне, чтобы закончить пораньше. Ну, либо если драфт будет сильно
Да, тем более вот вчера уже показали нам Гамбит, насколько они упорные и насколько тяжело их дожать. То есть
так
было много уже
игру
игр.
с минером.
Да, игра...
Рефрешер, там, Акторин, все прочее.
Игра с минером, до этого игра решающая со 178-ми, которая вывела их в плей-офф. И вчерашняя игра, где против фолдов две стороны потеряли и все равно при этом дожали. Ну, в общем, ребята действительно... Очень тяжело их сломать. Фобос, твое впечатление по поводу команд?
Ну, я точно рад за Positive Guys, потому что, я уже говорил, я за ними наблюдал еще с Reshuffle Madness, где они вот с самых этих отборок стартовали, дошли до финала, там играли против Нави, при этом уступили в борьбе 3-2 и уступили по причине той, что у них просто закончились стратегии. То есть они как бы ими обыгрывали, у них было все классно, в итоге получили какую-то относительно равную игру, где они были в обороне, Нави в атаке и уступили им. Вот. Но теперь мы видим, что они достаточно подготовились, уже их героев так просто не забанить. И вот какие-то опыты у них в любом случае есть. То есть очень много строилось на Гостике, там был такой суппортящий у них Легион. Вот. Сейчас это уже там новый герой, Магнус появился. То есть видно, что они отыгрывают с этим супер-супер-супер стабильно. Вот, и это все работает. И самое главное, вот пока что мы не увидели, чтобы это как-то забанили или, вот, знаешь, какую-то стратегическую поставили проблему перед ними. То есть они с нее выпутались. Единственная, пожалуй, проблема, которая была, это вчера. Вот, мы отмечали, помнишь? Там, где мы говорили, что сейчас возьмут либо Террорблейда, либо Мипаря, и вот эти два героя как бы пробивают очень сильно. Вот, Positive Guys. Но они просто взяли и катком этого Мипаря переехали за 10 минут.
Да, но это
опять же, на наш взгляд, это так быть не должно было, но победили, по идее, не судят. Вот, но там тоже как бы вот этого антимага не берешь на 4-й, и все как бы у тебя по драфту тоже хорошо. Вот, то есть тут в первую очередь будет соревнование интеллектов. Вот, какая команда, в общем, какую сможет закрыть, на какие слабости поддавить. Вот, потому что гамбиты, они тоже стратегически пока что, по крайней мере, по вчерашнему дню показали вот некую узость. Вот Артемка любит такое, что вот если что-то работает, вот, он это возьмет еще раз. Он возьмет еще раз, пока, в общем, тебя не выиграют.
Пока
а алды реально вчера, по-моему, должны были затаскивать эту игру.
Ну, должны были, да. Две стороны сломали, причем огромное преимущество, но там...
Ну, потом в углу зажались.
Да, что-то подобное было. Действительно, Positive Guys дважды мы отмечали вчера по ходу игрового дня, ну, собственно, обе игры, которые они играли с Ашер, что драфты у них не выигрышные. Скорее, вот, сетка на ваших экранах.
Они не сказать, что проигрышные, да, но мы просто отмечали, что этими драфтами, ну, против них более понятно, как играть.
Там были фразы формата, если они правильно поставят линии, что Оракл идет против Shadow Демона, Зомби идет против...
А Ашеры сделали все наоборот.
Да, и в итоге ты приходишь, у тебя Оракл без маны, Скорпион без маны, антимаг уже чик-чик-чик нарезает первый фраг, второй фраг, 15-я маска, ПТ, там, БФ готовый.
Да,
уже тяжеловато после этого.
Но если там они линию выигрывают, хотя они должны были выиграть линию этими героями, и там выходит, извините, в ранний мингейм МИП, там вообще нечем им останавливать.
Он проиграл 2000 в раннем мингейме.
В том-то и дело, да.
Это с ним так вообще не работает. То есть его победили на линии, первый ганг почти успешный, пришел Тини засыпал, убил, второй ганг почти успешный, тоже там уже должны были начаться фраги сыпаться один за другим. Снова погибает, его находит, там Shadow Demon закрывает, не дает телепорт сделать. Третий раз антимаг вырывается, ультимейт минус и так далее. И ты уже не можешь зарекавериться, потому что команда проиграла свои линии и не может дать тебе спейса для того, чтобы как-то найти фарм для мипа, дофармить свой вот этот Тактарин, Этернал, Даггер и все прочее.
Ну, поэтому игра так быстро и закончилась, в общем-то. Собственно, Positive Guys были сильнее Ашер, хотя мы ожидали какую-то борьбу. Следующим матчем был Гамбит и Old But Gold. Во второй карте, да, Олды там, она немножко скомкалась так в голове, потому что была пауза посреди карты, там у Элидана пропадал интернет, но в целом это не сильно повлияло на рисунок игры, потому что Олды давили с самого начала, и в итоге...
Скажи, они
с самого начала АДК подвижка давили.
Они проиграли же свою сложную линию, потому что просто с нее ушли, Сларк остался соло, убивал крипов, убивал лес, убили пришедшего БЗЗ разочек, и потом уже Сларк занаглел, словил там 8-9 стаков, умер, открыл
Да,
СП, и вот тогда начался
Вот этот момент.
сноубол.
Просто они очень круто действовали в том плане, что не просто убивали гамбита, они каждый раз забирали вышку, то есть постоянно приближались к базе, в итоге сломали две стороны, но не получилось. Опять же, этот Сларк, которого, как в комментах я читал вчера, неубиваемая жаба или что-то такое, ну, действительно, именно так все это и выглядело.
Ну, ты знаешь, полибарда не хватило, честно говоря. То есть там реально эту игру, мне кажется, 90% должны были олды побеждать.
Ну,
Там шансов особо не было. Там вот именно математически, я не знаю, секунд 20 должен был этот Сларк пилить героев, чтобы эту драку выиграть.
Но он и пилил их секунд.
Ему дали 20 секунд.
Ему дали 20 секунд, да, потому что в один момент они стали на гору вчетвером в узкое пространство, и секунд 15, в общем, ловили просто заклинания.
Видишь, они там еще забатились сначала на тени со спины.
Потом опять вернулись на это же место. Да, потом, причем самое главное, они туда убежали, потом опять туда же вернулись. Вот.
Но первая игра, если вспомнить, то там гамбит вообще просто никаких шансов не оставили. Там вот этот ликантроп от олдов был, который, как ты там вчера говорил,
Он гулял
охотился в своих владениях.
Да, он гулял по своим владениям.
Охотник или
да. Там все хорошо.
Ну и, в общем, обе команды достаточно легко обыграли своих оппонентов. Вот такой момент. У нас есть группа А, у нас есть группа Б. И вроде как постарались организаторы сделать, чтобы эти группы были равными, а на деле получилось, что группа Б, ну, в разы сильнее. То есть, возможно, попади там те же Нави в группу А, и они бы могли зацепиться, ну, хотя бы за минор. Но в группе Б просто вот никаких шансов не было. Если говорить про группу А, Ашеры, Олды, ну, вообще ничего не могут противопоставить пока что.
Ты знаешь, если ты вот ВП, представишь, что ВП это старая ВП, вот супермощная ВП, которая сейчас бы ворвалась и выиграла первый матч, вот, ситуация была равная. У тебя, условно говоря, вышла, допустим, ВП там, которому мы могли поставить оценку 9, и там, к примеру, команда Хэру, которая 5, и две команды по 7. То есть вот в этом плане было равенство. Но никто не знал, что ВП там с треском на минор еле попадут.
Ну да. Тут такой момент, что действительно никогда не знаешь, что как заиграет. Вот, например, в других регионах Evil Geniuses собрали свой суперзвездный состав, ну и пусть не в сухую, но все-таки прошли, они же вчера одну карту проиграли,
2-1,
насколько я помню, да, 2-1. Прошли на мейджор, с чем мы их и поздравляем, и нашего, конечно, апостола СНГ Dota. Да, у нас вот сетки даже есть, мы можем глянуть.
Будет апостол, вернись, спаси.
Для меня стало удивительным то, что потом команда Сумаила, проиграв вот так вот в упорной борьбе ЕГЭ, она проиграла и второй матч, причем 2-0, без,
Отдохнем один сезон.
Ну, ты знаешь, в команде для успешной команды в команде должны выполняться несколько ролей, важных ролей лидера, там, хорошего там, драфтера, человека, который будет думать. Если этого нет, неважно, насколько у тебя скилловые люди,
Radiant team pick.
He's not up there in like the Imba.
Right.
He's strong, but yeah, I would rather see Void Van. That's a very hot pick. Magnus, I can agree with. Tiny, depending on the team. You can ban that out.
And Kunka's literally been banned like every single game, I think. I think he's the most picked and banned. Is that what I said?
I think so. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
So the thing to me about Jarakup that's so interesting is like what so he does. There's no one thing that I feel like he does amazing. He's like good magic fight, good magic early team fight. He's like really good to be able to like clear through camps that are stacks all around. Like, but what are his weaknesses? Like, how can you exploit this hero?
Kunka?
You think Kunka's a way to exploit him?
What hero? Sorry.
Gyrocopter.
Gyro.
Like, I don't think there's anything that he does that's like super amazing. Is there?
I think he has the strongest mid-game timing of any scaling carry.
Yeah.
I think him with call down makes him no other carry has an ultimate like call down that's so useful like as soon as you hit level 6, I think.
I see him like I treat him in the same category as like an Ember, where even, regardless of items, his impact is still there. It's like you can't really put Void in that because, like, yeah, sure, he can Chrono, but you can't really do damage in it. But with Gyro, it's like he can push the tempo fast, and then he's a hero that's always ready to defend, like towers or be aggressive.
That's true.
Or to try and take towers is the other way to do it. Wow, interesting draft here from Gambit, though. They're going to take the Underlord, so maybe kind of dealing with that pressure that Gyrocopter is going to bring to the table. Just have somebody to stick in a lane, kind of like how Bach was playing on the Sand King before, where it's like, you are not going to take this tower. And obviously just a big, bulky guy. But the Luna kind of strikes me as a little bit weird.
Well, with the Lunar Blessing, I guess this Underlord is even that much tankier, I suppose.
Well, I mean, Luna can be pause 4, but yeah, they have Mirana. I see teams like picking up Luna just to push that tempo faster. The Lunar's blessing is really good early on.
I think Luna's super underrated. Though I don't think she's a grade 1.
No, she's not like that hard carry as she used to be. I classify her as like a Lycan. Yeah. You know, like you need someone else to close out the game. Luna can do that if you're really far ahead. You know, you snowballed out of control. You got all 6 towers, Aegis, and then maybe go high ground.
Right.
This looks like a really good back game.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what are all these heroes? We have not seen like 3 of the heroes that are being selected here in any of our games in the SEA region. Batrider, Luna, Underlord, all ignored.
Yeah, so the Underlord Luna to me seem weird, but the Bats just seems like sort of a happy coincidence where it's like, oh my god, they picked all these heroes that don't do anything against Batrider. Yeah. He's just going to eat them in the lane. I
feel like I did suggest some Batrider picks in the C region, but I guess they weren't comfortable playing Bat. Because sometimes like within the 4 picks, you can see if a Batrider can abuse their lineup, and I agree with the Batrider pick here.
Is there any way that you can fit in a Legion Commander, like move Underlord or Luna to mid for Gambit and then pick up an LC?
They can, just because they have last pick potential, so you can actually see if a Legion mid could work.
Or send the Legion mid, okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, where are you going to put Underlord? I mean, Underlord could mid.
I still think that it's going to be a scary back game regardless, though, because like even if you get a Legion, that doesn't deal with the laning stage necessarily, because you can... Well, I mean, I guess that if you find the matchup of the Legion against the Bat, that's okay.
Yeah.
But
musical chairs of lanes.
Yeah. Or I guess if they want a 5, they could go for Oracle.
The one way they can deal with the Bat is keep 3 heroes top. Like just let Underlord suffer bottom.
Okay.
Once if you stop if you trialing the Bat and he can't like get his support to pull the creep wave, it's hard for him to come back. He wants that early level advantage, and he wants to push and pressure the opponents.
It was kind of telegraphed, I think, though. You see, like, the Slarkin, the Lifestealer banned out by positive guys. Maybe Gambit, like, knew that they were going to try and angle to get a Batrider, and then they're like, all right, we'll take the Underlord as a way to deal with that if they wanted to do the tri-lane thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That could be. FNG known for his drafting prowess, you know, at times.
At other times, maybe not.
All right.
Fine.
That comes with the role, right? You know, you have some games where you have some moments where you're amazing and you're so good at drafting, and sometimes if the draft doesn't work, I mean, if you lose the game, then everyone's like, oh, the draft was garbage.
Yeah. Apparently in South America, there was a game where 2 teams played the exact same draft in this qualifier twice against each other.
Really?
And one team won one game, the other team won the other game.
That's awesome. I love that.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
That's really great.
Like, that usually happens.
Yeah, exactly. Of Dota.
Yeah, that's great.
It usually happens in scrim.
Yeah.
Like, where you're like, okay, we just fucked up. Let's practice the lineup again. Let's do it. But I have never seen that happen in a tournament. There's like one hero. If like the team that wins with the lineup, they're like, okay, this was the problem, and they ban it out.
Right.
And Positive Guys is befuddled for this last ban.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you always like if you're not last pick, you always have to take a lot of time. Do you want to ban what they're gonna pick, or ban something that counters the pick you're gonna pick?
Viper,
Whoa.
another hero that we have not seen
so
any
confused
of.
with this.
Huh. So
It's a lot of passives to break so far. It's kind of cool.
Oh, Batrider could be +5 also, actually.
So offlane Abaddon, mid Viper, 5 Batrider, 4 Rubik, and 1 Gyrocopter. I don't know why I went in that random ass order, but
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Because I think Ogre should be 5, Mirana 4. Maybe they want the Abaddon to lane against the Ogre Mirana combo.
or they could let Abaddon handle Underlord. I mean, we've seen these Abaddons abuse these melee laners before.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of like 3 bat and like 4, or not 4 Abba, but like 5 Abba, but put him with the Batrider and just let him go ham.
Oh, what if they, they lane the bat against the Underlord, and then they try lane, okay, Razor. That's...
5 out of the 10 heroes we have not seen in any other region. I love CIS. So they last
That's
pick a
5
Razor.
Abaddon.
I don't understand the Razor pick. It's like, it doesn't really counter the Viper, because Viper just pushes out.
Yeah.
And Gyro is like, yeah, you can, if you suck his damage, that's fine, but he still does a lot of magic damage. It's not like you're sucking the damage from Lifestealer or Jug, which majority is physical damage.
And I don't think Razor benefits that much from Lunar Blessing either.
So you don't think it's that good against the Gyro, really?
I mean, it's good, but I'm just saying, like, he still has other means of doing damage compared to, like, a Nyx or a Jug. That's usually the harder counters for Razor.
Or Wraith King.
Maybe, to me, it looks like they're trying to hit, like, a sort of timing where Underlord has, like, a pipe or something, and then Razor and Luna get BKBs, and they're just trying to end the game.
Yeah, that could work, too.
I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm excited. We get to see new stuff. Who doesn't love seeing new stuff?
So it's going to be a Batrider off lane and a 5 Abaddon. So I think they're going to want to put the Batrider against Underlord. It's not a good lane for Underlord. Once Batrider's level 3, he's always going to have to like TP out when he gets gone on.
Maybe the Razor is so that the Batrider can't abuse the side lanes as much.
How so?
I guess if you, I don't know how high Razor's move speed is, but if you could outrun while static linking, like if the Batrider's trying to, you just static link him.
So it's a lot of points.
Oh yeah, 289.
A lot of points in the third skill.
He's got a mid build?
Yeah, that's
okay. All right. Interesting. We're good to go. Yeah. All right, that's what he talked about. I was thinking he was on the other team for some reason. Giving FNG the tip right at the start. They're like, dude.
They're angry, bro. You tipped my captain?
He's just like, all right, guys, calm down a little bit. Let's take a moment to reflect. Jeez.
Whoa, look at this drawing.
He's angry.
Viper is, whoa, what is going on this minute?
That actually looks cool.
Whoa.
Dude, that looks like some hacks. I don't know what's happening. They're trying. How do you do that?
You just control. What, like, how do you draw on the map, or how
do you draw on the map like they're doing? It's like perfectly straight lines.
I think it's moving it really fast.
No, it's like perfectly straight lines.
Yeah, mine's like, see, I'm trying to do it and I can't do it.
Yeah. That's craziness.
Maybe they're hacking.
Let's stop.
So, Batrider doesn't seem like he wants to follow the Underlord, or maybe they're assuming that Underlord's going to be safe lane, and that Gambit's going to go aggro with Luna, Mirana, Ogre. But yeah, I don't see Batrider getting a lot if he's up against the tri-lane.
That could be tough. I mean, that's going to be the interesting thing to watch, right? Is like who gets in there and scouts out the opponent's side first, or do they manage to scout out the opponent's side?
It's a bit hard for positive guys to scout out just because their heroes are pretty slow, and if ever they do run into like the Ogre,
he's just going to beat them.
Yeah, so they're probably going to see the lanes a bit late. I would have liked if they wanted to see the lanes, maybe go for an early smoke and try to put a deep ward in just to scout out some movements.
Dude, what is happening?
Do we even know why we're paused?
I have no idea.
So like in the lobby, like FNG was a bit getting like irritated.
It was.
Because positive guys were taking so long to choose their
Picker side.
and then
Hey, look, it's you.
they're you're the mount.
Actually, wait, I can go back to the Marana. All right, give back to me again.
That's great. I don't even know how to feel about that, actually. Look like a goddamn monster. That mount looks very...
Derpy.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, zoom out.
You went.
Watch out, dude. We're getting kind of crazy in there.
Oh, I thought Luna was also like had a taunt that was spinning around.
Oh man, she used to have the Catwalker one. You remember? It was in the game for like a day, and everyone was like, "What the hell is this animation?"
What did it do?
It was like the mount would like get on its hind legs, and it would like do the.
I didn't see that.
Oh man, look up Catwalker taunt right now. Luna Catwalker taunt. I believe it was called Catwalker.
Taunt.
And then they changed it.
Leap.
She has a different one now. She has the
they changed it.
jump, the Salamanez leap.
Right.
Salamanez.
But look up Catwalker, and you'll be like, "What?"
No, that's not the one.
It has the old. Wait.
The cat
Cat Dancer.
Yeah, Cat Dancer. That's what it was.
TI5.
Yeah,
Damn, that was a while ago.
I know.
Oh, look, it's Arteezy.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Just gets up on his hinds like.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. Oh, what is Aragon doing?
I don't know.
Wait, he drew aggro? Wait, was that the first wave?
Yes, this is the first wave. This is mid in 2019, I suppose.
Wait,
Ergon is on that new map.
oh, right, it's only the side lanes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait,
He
what?
just doesn't want to lane Razor and get like denied.
Do we just not know the Razor Viper matchup? Because they last picked Razor into this last pick Viper, and apparently it's enough that you just straight up do this.
Is this a thing?
And he out CS the Viper.
He's level
the Razor.
2.
I mean, yeah, it can work, but it's like you can't do it forever, right? You could probably do one. Now he's going back to the lane. It's like,
Well, he wasn't quick enough to grab the lane again, and like Viper or Razor was interrupting him.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'll keep my eyes on mid. I'll let you know if anything else happens.
but I also want to keep my eyes on middle.
That's fair.
Huh. That was peculiar.
now he's gonna be cutting creep wave. He's got a salve and
Yeah, he's just running through mid again.
he's gonna
Dude,
die.
he's dead. Go mid. What the hell?
What are you doing?
What in the hell?
I feel like this is, yeah. Even GBK is so confused. Like, I feel like he just has to play the lane normally.
This is very peculiar. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, this matchup is, like, favored on Razor, but it's like you can still, like, just,
It could still make it work.
like, you just need level and push out. Like, I feel like he's just making his life so hard.
He wants to be really cool. That's the thing that comes about with this.
Oh, he's gonna get solo killed, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Danger
Oh no,
Town.
he has no mango. If he had a mango, he probably would have died.
Oh, he activated his clarity. Will Shosh still turn around and punch it off?
So look at Michi. He's just like, I don't want you to
Homing
hit me.
missile for vision.
I don't want, dude, Sasha, turn around and take it. Like, break the clarity at least.
Rip.
I think he would still die.
Yeah, but at least he takes away the clarity
That's what I'm
mana
saying.
regen.
Oh, yeah.
Because now he's
Although he's going to deny
killed
himself
yeah.
anyways. All right, never mind. By the way, that moment that we talked about yesterday with March dying to the Ancients, look how short the respawn is there. So
Yep.
like,
Get good, March.
that's not what I meant. That's not what I was trying to say.
Nah, I love March.
He's a good guy.
But see, like now, like after he got some level, now he can just go jungle.
I should have thought that with like all the patches we've had making the jungle less viable, like it wouldn't be okay for mids to do that, but it seems like it is.
But for, like once there's higher level static link, he's just gonna get everything denied, and it's just a waste of time.
Yeah. Oh, bottom lane, they're going on Ghost Stick and also FNG.
Arrow doesn't connect though, but Agostic will still go down to the Lucent Beam.
Yeah, This is gonna be a hard game for Bet. Abaddon's being chased again. I mean,
He's still not level 2, but he's
if he was level 2, this guy is dead.
Yeah, for sure. He still may be dead, actually.
Oh my god.
His boots. He has boots and Shashlo doesn't. And he canceled the cell.
Oh, now he cancels his.
Oh my god.
Misha's fine. Actually, he's just
He's
gonna
still
deny
not level
himself
2.
again,
He killed
huh?
him twice. He's
Yeah.
still not level 2.
Dude, he's gonna have in 9 more mana. He can deny himself. He's just chilling, waiting here.
Both offlaners have it.
Is he going to stack it all? Oh, no, he didn't stack it.
Dude, at the very wait, Sashlo, why is he walking back out? Oh, he's gonna walk to the jungle, right?
FNG's got 3 stacks of sticky napalm on him. Now 4, but Ghostic doesn't want to get too close. FNG activates the stick. And that's a failed kill attempt.
That's that tri-lane you're talking about. Hard to deal with.
Yeah, I'd rather like them just like try to cut the creep. I mean, pull the creep wave behind. It's really tough to. But I think they're going on like there's a chance that they could kill, and if they do kill in the lane, then the lane will be a lot easier. But yeah, if they die one more time, I think they have to abandon this lane. Oh,
Speaking of abandoning lanes, that is Aragon over in the jungle. That's now gotten up to 15 CS. But yeah, the Viper's not having a great time at all.
Oh, Mish just hit level 2. Oh, he took Aphotic Shield at 2. Interesting.
All right.
oh my.
No jungling allowed.
Get out.
Get out.
Dude.
I haven't seen an Abaddon bully an offlane this hard before.
Rubik goes down, but FNG will die in exchange. But Ghostic might be in trouble. 5-minute rune's going to go the way of Excess Vampire.
Dude, Sashlo just used the shrine. Misha's just here. Oh, God. I think they're going to kill him again. Oh, ILTW, have mercy.
Yeah, ILTW is almost level 6. If he kills these creeps, he may hit it. Abaddon, go away. Stop taking away this experience.
Well,
Still haven't even taken the bounty run. He's level 6 now.
Sashlo. No, dude. This is so sad.
Yeah, I would not thought that an Abaddon can bully an Underlord like this.
But again, this is what happens when you pick an Underlord when you don't see you're gonna have a good lane.
Right.
Did he pick it after seeing Gyro and Abaddon?
Yeah, well, Gyro was first phase, and they picked it with the Rubik? No, yeah, it was Gyro Abaddon, and then Rubik was second phase.
Yeah, they picked the Rubik after the Abaddon because of the spells.
Yeah.
I mean, Ghostic is also not having a great time, too. So, granted, he's got more levels, level 4 right now on the bat. But it doesn't feel like it's all completely doom and gloom. Oh, Courier! They got it! Oh, my God. How did she get that? She just followed it around under a ward, I guess, or something.
Who got it?
Mirana.
Oh.
Like, they had used the glyph on the Courier once, and she was still able to, like, chase it down with leap charges.
She used all 3?
I think so.
Yeah, she did.
Worth.
Call down, Rocket Barrage, Shashlo is dead. And he gets tipped.
Gyro is really good against Underlord in the lane just because of the high magic damage. Usually, like, if you pick Underlord, you want to pick these, like, physical type carries.
So Atrophy Aura can be really
Yeah.
useful, yeah. Arrow, Fire Blast, Double Starfall, and the Lucent Beam.
On the bright side for Gambit, though, like, Razor and Mirana are doing really well.
Oh, Luna, you mean?
I mean, no. I mean, Luna's guaranteed doing well.
Right. Okay, Mirana's
So,
doing
yeah.
all on top of that, yeah.
Rubik's a mid player now. But yeah, that's what. I bet Viper's level caught up. He's level 7.
Yeah.
He's probably higher level than Razor.
He's just been jungling. He's chilling.
Yeah, they nerfed Nether Toxin, but it's still really good.
I think they only nerfed like the first 2 levels.
You can't stack it anymore. You used to be able to put down double Nether Toxin.
Oh yeah, and then you clear the camps a lot
Yeah.
faster. That
In
way.
terms of net worth, Mirana's actually ahead of the Viper, which is crazy at this point in the game. Like, bottle, Bassy, boots. She's rocking it.
2 kills.
Yeah. What a weird game.
This is a weird game. Love CIS Dota.
Oh, this Razor's gonna farm so fast. Max third skill.
Unstable, yeah. A lot of Dire Heroes converging down bot.
Radiant too.
It's a gyro rotation, but he gets caught by a Sacred Arrow. Aphonic Shield purges it off, and FNG is going to die.
Abaddon, go top. This is your time. Oh, he's laning mid.
I'm out of there. So yeah, they're gonna send Ghost Stick, and it's, well, guess who it is again? Luna. But he's at least caught up in some levels
Yeah,
here.
I think Batrider can deal with this now, because it's only one hero. Another hero has to come, and it's going to be FNG.
But I don't think. I mean, they can try to kill with Eclipse, but.
Oh, we got
baiting,
another hero.
he's baiting.
Nisha, Eclipse comes out. Ghost
quite
Stick
get there
gets
in time.
shielded and miscoiled, and he heals up.
They planned that out. That was well played.
Now, can Ruby... Oh, he's only level 5.
Now Luna can't be too aggressive on the bat in the lane, because he can get run down, especially now that barrier is level 6.
So she's gonna head off in jungle then.
So much stacks for Viper. Go Midas, bro. You missed.
Dude, he might. He's stacking up that money right now.
I'm going to get the rod first.
Remember how Viper used to just be played? He just got first and third. Never got the Nether Toxin until mid one started showing.
Yeah, it was completely ignored.
It was so bad. Like, everyone's just like, this is the only way you play Viper.
Well, poison attack is just like god awful now in like the laning stage. There's some people that still max it because they remember the old Viper.
Yeah, because it has like the old Nether Toxin built into it.
Right. Yes.
And it's really good for last hitting, but it's only good at last hitting one unit, whereas Nether Toxin last hits like every single unit. 10 minutes.
And that was the one thing that Viper really like push out.
Yeah.
Arrow.
ILCW wants to brawl.
Razors
Pit of
and
Malice. Pit of Malice gets stolen. Gets broken. Gets put inside the Nether Toxin. And he goes down.
Big kills there for positive, guys.
Homing missiles not going to be up anytime soon. Excess Vampire is going to be fun.
Abaddon support's so fun to play. You just press 2 buttons.
But it's about when you press those 2 buttons.
It's sort of feeling like it's one of those games that could sort of turn on the tide of how these next couple of fights go. And I'm feeling like Positive Guy's lineup is just a lot stronger at these early points in the game. It's like
Immersion.
Gambit kind of had to back out.
Steals a level 3 Firestorm.
Oh, so happy. Guys, I can keep pushing out one lane. Don't worry about bottom.
I'm going to go stack some creeps real quick. I'll be right back. Siege creep getting maximum value.
He went for the 1-3-1. In C, it was like 2
points telekinesis.
Yeah.
Actually, Firestorm with Arcane Supremacy must be crazy damage.
Yeah, it's especially to him, to underlay.
Yeah, to underlay.
Strength. Right. Oh, don't worry, guys. I got mid creep. You guys go jungle.
I mean, the thing about that, too, is he's always going to be able to get it. Like, what else are you going to... It's not like you're going to catch Pit of Malice, most likely.
I mean, all spells that you steal from Underlord is really
Pit
good.
is also good.
Pit and his ulti is... That's
a little less good, because Rubik's pretty easy to kill off. Yeah.
I'm kind of confused with this Razor item choice. He wants to go for Yules. Like, he was so far ahead. Maybe... I played against a Razor, I think, on Midas mode. The Chinese built MOM into like he just used MOM to farm, and then eventually, like, when he hits like 30-40 minutes, he was like this really hard-hitting carry.
Interesting.
And I kind of like that way to build Razor. Especially since she has a Luna, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I would rather see him transition into, like, the 1 role. Like, a 1.5, him and Luna.
Okay.
Because, like, what's Yules good for? Cancel TP?
Yeah.
And I guess
Movement
purge off
speed?
the Rod of Viper. Which, oh, wait, he's not even... Wait, what?
He changed it up. He's going Mecca.
GG boops. Yeah, I don't know. I guess purging off like the stats or stacks of sticky napalm if it gets on him enough.
Oh, the flak cannon.
Maybe.
He's going to debuff the flak cannon. Pog.
Wait, what?
Oh, you can't dispel it. Never mind.
You can't.
That'd be super broken.
I thought you could.
Don't put ideas in Ice Frog's head.
I don't know. Jarkon is the most picked hero right now. I think he does need some nerfs.
Oh, God. All right. Chase forward. Ghost Stick.
He's got his BOTs completed, but he's burning down this entire forest, and FNG is going to tank the gank, I suppose. They really don't want the Ogre, but they have no choice.
And he does.
Dream, Eclipse activated, Misha. He's got borrowed time available. Plasma Field comes in, and now Ghost Stick's a long way from home. Gets the lasso off, but it's a waste of a cooldown. Arrow connects onto the Rubik as the cooldown doesn't really hit anything other than FNG. Double Starfall full lands on Immersion. He's got 4 points, Lucent Beam stolen. Down goes the Razor. Dream on the run. ILTW does not have a missile for another 4 seconds. Shoshlo does not have root until 1 more second. ILTW, he's very fast, and the mech from Ergon will save the remainder of Positive guys.
Well, and this is the thing, like this lineup of Positive guys is so strong right now, and Gambit don't quite feel like they're ready to deal with it yet. Like they really need that like root to be there a couple times. They've only got 1 point in. He gets the 2nd point now. I don't know. Do you think that they can fight over the next couple of minutes, Gambit?
No, I don't think so. They need to wait for a couple items. Like Luna's you never want to take a team fight with level 1 Eclipse.
Yeah.
It's really like negligible. Like it's only 6 beams compared to the 9 at level 2.
Most of them hit on Abba too.
Yeah. So I was confused. Like he clips on an Abaddon. Like it was Envy. I was like, that's not gonna work, bro.
Another smoke up. Batrider is not really wrapping around. He's just chilling. But they're going to find Shoshlo anyway.
Oh, he got the
Firestorm level 4. Hell yeah.
It's okay. He got the last hit on the Centaur. Underlord's fine with this.
They want to challenge this 15-minute rune. Excess Vampires like they're all bought. I'm going to go play some wards.
Easy 3 runes.
Dude, they're owning right now.
Oh, they never rewarded this ward too, so they're all under vision. Oh, you can't reach. Bloodless yourself, bro.
LTW puts the rocket onto the Luna. Highest priority target. Ergon's wrapping around the side. FNG yet again. Last man standing. And it looks
only
like
dusted the Ogre.
that's all they're going to be able to get as Ghost Stick only just now wraps around.
Tower as well.
And that is... Yep, 3 Dire Bounty runes.
Man, I really like this way that they're playing it on Positive guys, though. Like, maybe it's a little bit too all in, but if they, like, half-heartedly committed, then Underlord's just going to be able to keep the towers alive, like, just by standing in the wave. And
yeah, they know they have to cut behind and make sure the Underlord's not in position to defend the tower so easily. And they know they're so much stronger. Until, like, Luna and Razor have BKB, they can't really just stand and fight.
yeah, it really makes...
LTW gets Yules, does not get the static link off first though, and now Telekinesis comes out. Immersion puts down the Firestorm. GPK is taking quite a bit of damage. Dream gets Lucent Beam stolen, gets stunned by the Rubik, gets bounced by the Flame Break, and hit with the homing missile. He's going to be converged upon. He's going to go down. GPK on the run. Ghost Stick does not get arrowed, but they're going to be happy with a Luna kill.
I don't know why they keep trying to fight.
Yeah. Well, and that speaks also to, like, the Yules for Razor. Like, what's it doing in this fight?
Set up? You'll set up.
Right. It, like, it was not set up.
Set up for their own death. Set up for Luna's death. I'd rather, like, I want Luna to just abuse the fact that he has glaives and just keep trying to farm and accelerate his farm.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to man fight until he has, like, BKB Butterfly.
You don't even think BKB is going to be enough?
No. I think because of what happened the last 2 fights, he needs to really accelerate his farm for them to have a chance.
Okay.
GPK gets bounced by the Flame Break, but he's too fast for a BOT Batrider to catch up to. But a lot of Dire heroes are coming around. Don't have any vision, though, as this ward has finally been successfully dewarded.
Well, Luna's doing some farming in the triangle. They at least have this, like, 4 staff on the Mirana. This is, like you were talking about, one of the big saving graces, it feels like, of Gambit's lineup, is that Mirana actually has something to help keep her alive. And now, like, drawing aggro, this is 3 heroes running at her. Like, this is kind of okay. But they're going to ping out the mid Luna now, see if they try and go on her. Oh? Are they trying to set up on them?
Yeah, they're all invised up. They get the stun and the arrow onto the Rubik. He's going to die, but LTW wants to challenge. Sargon activates the mech a little bit too late. Rubik's already dead. GPK is stealing a lot, but it's only 2 points in static link. They get the Viper Strike onto the Razor.
Good.
Borrow time activated by Misha. Aragon's taking quite a bit of damage. Eclipse is going to be up in 10 seconds, and they're bullying positive guys out of their ancient area. Rubik and Abad will both die.
Oh no, Dream took the attack speed talent. If he had that cast range, they could have maybe got another one.
I think that cast range is so good.
Yeah, it's sick.
Especially because you have so much night vision with Lunar Blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were able to burst down the Rubik right away, and I think that's the one hero in positive guys that cannot get bursted at all. Like, there's too many good spells in Gambit that he can steal, and they need him to be up for them to win the team fights. And he's like the only reliable disable, because does Barrett have blink? No blink yet. So for Gambit, that's the ideal target to go on.
Yeah, and sort of showing the power of just a Moonlight Shadow, right? Like, also, I guess, positive guys being in a position without vision and being underneath that ward for the fight, which does get dewarded now by positive guys.
Yeah, I think that's also one of the main reasons why Mirana started being picked so much as a support, just because of that Moonlight Shadow. It's like an extra smoke of deceit every 140 seconds.
Especially at the pre-nerf level 25. Like whenever you get there and you have it was more than minus 70. It was like minus 80 or 90 or something.
I think it was 85.
Yeah, it was 85. You had like over 100%.
It was permanent.
Yeah, permanent Moonlight Shadow.
That was so stupid. I hated playing pubs at that point.
Yeah.
Just want to play some Darkseer. Everybody's invis. Yeah. Can't do anything. It's like, what the hell? I'm not even playing this game.
Nexus Vampire wants to get this 20-minute rune. Batrider's going to lasso, take the rune. And we're getting ILTW to join the fight. Excess Vampire, leap to the low ground, another leap onto the high ground, has his 4-step still available. Pitamalis gonna stun and...
Oh my god, look at him!
They're gonna get him
Saving Private Vampire.
He's gonna get bonked, taking quite a bit of damage, but they don't have any detection. Instead, top lane, GPK is gonna kill off Misha with 168 stolen damage.
Yeah, they're buying time. Gambit needs time for this Luna to get some items. BKB's on the way. I don't really like Manta just because of the fact there's Gyro, and Gyro's very good at clearing.
There's a ton of AoE damage.
Yeah.
There's Fade Bolt, Gyro,
I'd rather just him build to this like really hard hitting right click hero like Butterfly Satanic, then maybe Daedalus at one point, or even Scotty, just because everyone's range.
You like Scotty nowadays, don't you?
No, Scotty, like the buff that they gave Scotty, or like the change, like it's really good against range heroes.
Yeah.
Just because of that 50%, like 45% slow. Have you ever seen like a DP getting hit by someone with Scotty? He
No.
cannot run. He looks
Really?
so sad.
I haven't built Scotty since they made the change.
Yeah, it was like, it's one of the changes that didn't really get recognized as much because like you said, no one buys Scotty.
Right.
But
Is it the next broken item? People are going to be buying it all the time?
nah, it's not really that broken. It's just, it's really viable against a lot of range callers now.
Okay.
And plus, this was like something that we were talking during TI, like when Nico, like when we were against like ODs and whatnot. We're like, Nico, go for Scotty.
The attack speed part of it, to me, is the thing that just seems kind of crazy. Like, 45 attack speed seems nuts.
Yeah. Not a lot of people have high attack speed. Yeah. Like OD, like what's that's like nearly a hyperstone in terms of attack.
Yeah.
Speed.
I guess for Gyrocopter, it'd be pretty significant. Just bust him down. All right, you convinced me. I'm going to buy Scotty on everybody. All right, less than 1,000 gold lead. And I don't know, it feels like after that like initial barrage of damage, positive guys have been like super non-committal about things. Just kind of letting them farm. Gambit's doing what they want.
Let's see if they're gonna sniff this Moonlight Shadow gank, or no, smoke. They're grouping up. They have a feeling that there might be a Moonlight Shadow. And there it is.
Razor isn't here.
I'd like it if they slowly move to the left side of the map, just because Gambit can do Roche with a Luna. Smoke pop by Positive Guys.
So BKB, Gyro, and Greaves for Viper, along with Atos.
Yeah. This is a bit risky for Positive Guys. I'm not sure if they noticed the double BKB pop. Double BKB on Gambit. They need to try to initiate on one of the cores and try to burst them down.
Ghost 6 spotted. He gets the blink onto FNG anyway. ILTW holding on to his BKB for now. Gets rooted, still holding on to it. And they get a free pickoff. And Rubik steals a level 4 Bloodlust.
Ooh. That's real nice. Yeah, not the biggest pickoff in the world. And they're not really looking like they're going to transition into another objective.
They were able to put a good ward though in this ancient area.
Okay.
Pretty sneaky, hard to deward.
Yeah, that's a sick ward actually. It's right out of range of this sentry right here.
Do they have any 4-staffs on Positive Guys? They need, yeah, Rubik's building into one. I'd like Viper to build one too, just because they need to get the static link off.
Oh, they get the lift onto Dream, activates the BKB, but it's not nearly going to be enough. Now LTW gets the homing missile onto the Razor. He uses himself. Will the Dark Rift come out in time? No. He is dead to rights.
BKB, dude. Just BKB.
Rubik lift with Aether Lens, man. That's so much damage, especially with the Viper Netatoxin. Oh, they're just trying to tilt each other. I love it. Oh, this is how Dota's supposed to play.
That CA was being so respectful.
Because, I mean, there's that mental warfare, you know, that you try to get advantage of on your opponent. And that's what OG tries to do with all the tipping and whatnot. I mean, obviously they're doing it also just to have fun in the game.
Right.
But there's always going to be that one person that's going to be affected. That's why I mute everyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to get tilted.
But you can't mute sprays.
It's true. Or flags or any of that
Or
stuff.
flags,
I saw some like Reddit comments as well, or like people like from League of Legends that are complaining that that's so unprofessional. You shouldn't be able to do that.
It is unprofessional. That's why
Dota 2.
Yeah.
The street rules.
So here's something that I've been playing with in my head. I don't remember who it was, but I was talking to somebody and they were like, well, actually, we have to hold that thought because I think that it might be dead.
Shashlo is dead.
But I was talking to somebody about like tilting, and I want to say that it was about like it was like Sheik in Melee or something, and they're like, this guy, you know, he's like taunting when he could be like building up stacks of needles or something. It's like it's like taunting somebody in a way that's less efficient than you could be doing things otherwise. So I was thinking, how would you feel about somebody like if they get a kill on you and then they like drop an Ironwood branch and then deny it in vision, like on top of your grave? Is that like a next level BM?
I think if I was younger, I'd be like, yeah, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
But I think like now that I'm kind of matured and like it doesn't
This
really.
dumbass just blew 50
I'm like, yeah, joke's on him.
Right. But I feel like that's a different level of tilting, of like doing something that's like intentionally bad for yourself to like make somebody feel bad.
Did you see what was happening during the NA calls? CCNC was at very low HP.
Oh, I
who
did
it
see
was.
this.
Yeah,
It was Brax.
It was Brax. Brax tipped CCNC while he was in Viz before he killed CCNC.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Moonbugs. That's like,
Yeah, that was exactly 3 Moonbugs. But he clearly gave away that he was about to kill CCNC before it happened.
That's great.
the best like troll or tilting like thing I saw was in Dota 1. My teammate, he got an Invis rune, and at that time, I don't know if you guys are familiar with bottle crowing.
Yeah.
Which is like you put the courier. So in the Philippines, they love bottle crowing.
Yeah, you guys used to buy 2 couriers all the time.
3 at the time.
3.
Like, I never did it because I thought it removes like the skill mechanic in the game.
okay.
So I was always against it. But anyway, back to the story. So he got an Invis rune, and so he was a mid, and his opponent dropped his courier. And he dropped the bottle for the courier to pick up, and he picked it up, and the guy was like, "Where's my bottle?" And he's so confused, and he dropped his bottle for a split second just to show him I got it. And I was just like, "Oh, you."
Lasso catches the Mirana before she gets the leap off. BKB activated by LTW. No silence yet on Excess Vampire, but he gets picked up by the telekinesis. Everyone evacuates with the Dark Rift.
Yeah, it's tough. They have no way to cancel this lasso, and then they're too scared of this Rubik lift initiation.
They just like keep on dark rifting to the other, like back to base.
Freaking
I think that's the only way to play. Like they need Underlord to be level 18 just so that the teleport delay is going to be 1 second quicker.
So the one thing that I will say about it is that it does mean that they like lose all sense of map control when they have to do that as 5.
Yeah.
And then like positive guys just have all this free time where now they've like completely surrounded the base.
Yep.
That's one issue, or maybe like Dark Lord needs like TP to a shrine or something like that, so you can at least control that top side
Whoa,
of the map.
LTW, you're a madman.
Yeah, he's got ages.
He was man moding in here. 3 leaps from the Rubik.
He learned from OG, man. Just divide.
Davai.
Yeah, that team. Their aggression is like on a whole nother level.
Yeah. And they have 1 creep, 1 lone range creep to disable back protection.
Protect the creep. Oh,
Nope. Marana snipes it.
Oh,
What?
it's
Another
okay.
creep wave is
No.
coming.
Another creep wave.
that's fine.
This rack should be going down.
Yeah, no ogre bloodlust on this tower.
They're trying to cut it though. GPK caught the next creep wave, but
Ghostic had, I guess, gotten a lasso under Arcane Rune. It's
They
up
can-
again.
They can either move to bottom or move to top.
Nope, he gets the lasso. Does not get the Pit of Malice cast off, and so Shashlo is going to be dragged back all the way. He will die. And now a lift up onto the Razor. That lasts forever. GPK is going to use his Yules or BKB. No, he's just going to try to walk out. FNG is now back in the fray. But ILTW still has his Aegis, still has his BKB. And he's also still at full HP.
they don't have a creep wave now. Is Backdoor going to kick in time?
Abaddon curse.
Oh, it's not enough.
Move to top. Get the top shrine. Yeah, the 4 of them should still stick together and let Batrider fix the lane. 4 bounty runes as well.
Man. It has been a tough one right now for Gambit.
If
Trying
they
to
check
figure
the
out how to deal
runes,
with
the
this.
DD. Courier saw it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Scotty up.
Aghanim Scepter on.
No, Aghanims. I thought Scotty.
Dude, look at how quickly this has all changed. Like, it was pretty even just a little while ago. 10k gold lead now. Razor did just get level 20 for his armor talent, but they're smoked up ready to
This
fight.
could be the GG fight.
FNG pops the smoke. ILTW, Ghost Stick wants to lasso someone. Pit of Malice catches onto the 3. Pipe activated. This is the time to fight. GPK activates his BKB, gets the static link onto the gyrocopter, but Misha's just tanking the entire eclipse underneath this borrowed time. Both the BKBs of Gambit are not really being able to find anyone other than Misha, who will sacrifice himself for the good of his team.
They can still turn. They have lasso. Oh, no, they have lasso up now.
Yeah, and both the BKBs are down.
Yeah.
But ILTW's BKB is also down. And Urgon gets the Viper Strike onto the Ogre. Fire Blast stolen by Rubik onto the Razor. He's going to die before this Dark Rift can save him. Dream's just going to go in. Everyone. Oh my God! Leave the Luna behind!
That's GG.
Tip the Sashlo. Oh, no.
Both scores don't have buyback.
Dude, that was so sick. Holy crap. Oh, they just seem on the next level. Positive, guys.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. I think Gambit got a little tilted over what happened in the lobby. I don't know. Like,
It all starts there. The mind
It does
games.
start there.
Jesus.
but yeah, I mean, I feel like Razor didn't do enough. Like he won his lane so hard, and
That's a lasso onto the... Oh my God, this Underlord is so squishy.
yeah.
Rubik steals probably the spell that he wanted the least, the Dark Rift. Maybe they can Dark Rift down to bot after they take this top Rex. Or they can just stay inside the base.
They can just chill.
Yeah.
Do whatever they want.
Yeah, he steals Ignite instead.
Just hoping to get some bloodlust there maybe, but I don't know if it matters at this point. They're exactly where they want to be.
They're backing out. Luna has respawned and they're respecting it.
Yeah, they can just wait for Roche. Get the shrines, wait for Roche. Oh,
Whoa, this is a power move.
What?
Immediate telekinesis, getaway fight recap. And they're going to play it safe. Positive guys are not trying to overplay their hand here. They're 17k net worth up. They've taken 2 Rexes. You don't need to push it.
It was really impressive.
yeah, very disciplined. Very good shot calling in game. I would have told him, we could take this.
Yeah, dude, Luna's TPing all by himself.
Luna's just. Well, you know, I can respect that. They want the safe way to win.
To me, it feels like, for positive guys, just like the gyrocopter set the tempo, and then the Bat Rider is like the thing that like puts it over the edge of this draft. It's so good.
Yeah. I just feel like Underlord's just too far behind. They have no real way to lock down heroes since there's Abaddon. It's only like Ogre stun into arrow, or maybe a Yule's by the ray into an arrow, but then one Apodic shield, that's done. Yeah, they could just get top shrine. And if they really want to play it safe, they can wait for a Roche, but I don't see this Gyro dying anytime soon. Especially that his next item is Butterfly.
Whose Force Staff was that? Was it?
It was 2 Force Staffs. I think it was Bat Rider and Rubik.
They have 3. They have Viper as well, so... You mean the one that Force Staffed the Underlord?
Yeah. I don't know. I should have checked.
It's hard.
Team effort.
It was at least 2 of them. I don't know which 2, but
Yeah.
it was pretty sick.
Desperate smoke from
Dude, there's a
Luna.
lot of pings.
Yeah, see?
Look at them. They're like so grouped
See, now
together.
Luna's trying to go for Divine. Like, I feel like this Manta didn't do enough.
Excess Vampire, and they get the Razor, the best possible target. Will the Dark Rift be able to get him out in time? The 4 Staffs? Instead, FNG will be left behind. Classic.
They're gonna tip.
Bloodlust stolen. FNG will die. The YOLO smoke fails.
I think they ran out of tips already. Because you can only tip 3 times a game.
It blew it all. Might wait for Roche. It will respawn in 20 seconds.
They want to protect the sword. They're all under vision.
Joshlo spotted out. ILTW does not have his BKB available, whereas Luna and Razor do. But Misha yet again is face taking the Eclipse, and Firestorm yet again stolen by the Rubik. BKBs have now timed out, so they're going to re-engage. Ghosted goes onto the high ground for some vision. Dream gets spotted out. Of course, the Underlord's going to die first, although they do kill the Abaddon finally. Dream standing his ground as the Luna, but he's going to have to run out as ILTW is just too big. GPK will die to the plasma field of immersion. And Ghost Stick still chasing down Dream. 3 points of 3 stacks of sticky napalm, and then Maelstrom proc will finish him off. He's gonna dive the fountain. ILTW does not have an Aegis, but he does have evasion from the butterfly, and they GG out.
Oh my god, dude! Positive guys. They're good. They're good.
They're positive.
Dude, if this is the level of play coming out from CIS right now, this is impressive. I mean, do you think it was just a drafting thing, or was this more like an individual?
Can be active early on.
Do you think that there was any standout performer by Gambit's side? Anybody that like sort of still made stuff happen and like was somewhat impressive?
I guess Mirana was the most impressive, not all of them, but still, like, what can you do as a pause for Mirana when
You're against ABBA.
Yeah, Abaddon and their whole team's just sticking together and doing things, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gents, I think we have to hop into the lobby lest we get left behind. But stay tuned. Game 2 right around the corner. See you guys then. Oh,
never mind. We're not doing game 2. We're doing Liquid Alliance.
we're getting out of here.
Get hype. It's the showdown.
we should still join the lobby, dude.
X-Alliance versus current Alliance. We'll go to that next, but stick around.
Bye.
5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Alliance's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Alliance's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see right here on our side, we've got a wonderful set of matches that are going to be coming up. And now we get to see these people's lovely faces. It's myself, Lyrical, joined by Tsunami and Ninja Boogie, also known as Mike, Neil, and Gabe, because we don't like labels here. I don't know where I'm going with that. But guys, holy Toledo, it's all happening now. Liquid versus Alliance. Alliance versus Alliance. It's all going down. What do you guys think?
It's shocking. I'm looking at Liquid, and I'm seeing all these names that seem unfamiliar with the Liquid dot tag. Liquid dot Insania, Liquid dot Koikva, Liquid dot Mike, Liquid dot Box, Liquid dot Taiga. What?
Yeah, where's my karaoke?
What? The one
Oh,
thing.
right, yeah.
You got it down.
Memes.
There we go. Great. Oh, gotta have the soundboard in front of us.
And then on Alliance, we've got, we were in SEA, and you were an authority on SEA, then we went to CIS, you knew literally nothing about CIS, but now we're in Europe, and you know about one of the players on Alliance, am I right?
Yes, I do love myself some Nico Baby. He impressed me a lot. You know,
Where did he come from? Where did he go? How did a CIS import end up on TI9 Mineski? What happened there?
well, you know, he's just trying to break into the scene. Then he was just taking any offer for wherever he can get. You know, he's just trying to get in the scene, and a lot of his offers came from Southeast Asia, and he played for Clutch Gamers, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And WG, and I guess the Europe and CIS. He can't play in CIS because he doesn't speak Russian.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't get any luck in Europe, and for some reason, when we're thinking of carry players to replace Ajit, Nico Baby came because we needed an aggressive player that can match up with Nana, because KP's more of a passive, just sit back type of player.
Right.
And Nico Baby came to mind, and he was able to gel well with our team.
It was interesting because I kept on hearing like certain people. I don't know if he had the greatest of reputations coming into the season, but by the end of it, like obviously people were loving what he was doing, and he went super far at TI with your guys' team. So really impressive stuff. And from what I've heard so far, Liquid's kind of been owning, or Alliance. Sorry, I'm gonna get those mixed up a couple more times before the day's over. Alliance have kind of been doing some ownage in recently, which is cool. Very cool.
They only lost one game in the group.
Nice.
And that was against like I guess a Meepo last pick. So you know, it gets the best of best of us. Yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, more on Nico Baby. This guy. I think the one thing that he really changed in that Mineski lineup.
Oh, that's not. No, we both looked at him. We're like,
I was like, "What do you do?" Okay, that's the voice lines in there. But yeah, the one thing that he brought to the team, besides his like individual prowess and carry capabilities, was the fire. Like you said, this guy was very hungry, and he made, like, me personally, like being in the scene for so long is just like, oh, it's another day, you know, another tournament. But seeing how much this guy wanted it, like, ignited the flame in me, and I was just like, I want to do well for this guy.
that's awesome. That's like that's a real teammate right there, and I think that's something that a lot of, I mean, I would imagine for some of these players, maybe not as lost, but like Fada's been in the scene forever. Limp and Hanskin have been putzing around. You get this new guy coming in, get the fresh blood flowing. You love to see it. I mean, granted, that's also somewhat what 3-3 could be, but. The team that we haven't really talked about that much is Liquid, who obviously have had an amazing run at TI, kind of went out in an unceremonious way, but also like a way that's going to go down in memes forever.
True.
And now they're looking to jumpstart the next year of the DPC playing on Liquid. And they started off with an Oracle first pick overall, then we get into the Gyrocopter Ogre, Legion Commander, and now a Rubik after a couple more bans. Anything stick out to you guys besides just gyrocopters everywhere?
This is definitely more similar to our regions that we've been covering in Southeast Asia, except for the Oracle. Oracle is a hero that I thought has been good, but I guess you just really need an Oracle player on your team. You can't just pick him just because the hero is good. You need to pick him if your players are comfortable with it.
Yeah. You definitely need to understand that hero, because if you're just like 50% on that hero, there are other heroes that are way better and easier to play.
That's why Abaddon is like the dumb man's Oracle.
Kind of, yeah.
I like that.
Because you can kind of screw up your teammates a bit.
Yeah.
Particularly here with Legion Commander. I remember one game that I was playing with Merlini, and he was playing Legion Commander and I was playing Oracle. And I kept Fate's Edicting him during duels because I was like, I gotta heal him, and then he was like, dude, I lifesteal more when you're just, you know, than the heals that you're giving me at level 2. But yeah, it's like that type of thing, and I think it's kind of a cool answer against Gyrocopter, being able to mitigate all of that like massive magical damage, particularly Rocket Barrage. Like Fate's Edict could be pretty good this game.
I'm actually like curious why they picked the Oracle. Like, they could have got the first pick Gyro, right?
Yep.
Maybe they see it as a counter and they knew the Alliance wanted to pick Gyro next, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's the most picked hero, as you were talking about, Neil. Could be a good fit.
Yeah, we had mentioned this as some people may now just be jumping in since it's a banner match, Alliance versus Liquid. But yesterday we had looked at the stats, and the most picked hero currently in the entire MDL Chengdu qualifiers is Gyrocopter. And I think Abaddon is also top 3.
And wasn't Rubik up there too?
Rubik was also up there.
They're all getting picked here again.
Yeah.
It's happening.
And consistently, Kunkka is also getting banned out.
So Phoenix without the Treant, which is not something that we've seen a ton of except when it was Milan playing it. Kind of weird right now because the only stun that they have on the side of Team Liquid is Duel. And they don't really have another support pick, so they're going to need to make up for that out of safe lane and mid in some way. Some type of control here. That does it.
Yeah.
That does it.
Boxy Tiny?
No, I think Legion's most likely going to be off lane.
Yeah.
But I don't see him doing too well against an Ogre and a Gyro, especially with a Phoenix position 4. But they might prove me wrong.
They have so many purges, and not very much stuff worth purging.
That's a really good point. That's bizarre.
5 seconds remaining.
We did see how good the telekinesis plus Aether Lens plus cast range talent on Rubik is at initiating, but still don't really see the point of having 2 strong dispels in the first phase of your picking with Legion Commander and Oracle.
They really hate the rocket, I suppose.
Maybe.
Dude, that rocket, it's coming for you. Got to get rid of it.
Yeah, so you're
Well,
ready
Oracle-
for level 25 Jericho. You purge
Oracle
off all
can't
3.
purge it though until he's level 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know. I think that it's just like Oracle is maybe a hero that they feel is really, really good. And Sania is going to be able to play it well, and it's a good answer to Gyrocopter, in my opinion, for particularly the Rocket Barrage with the Fate's Edict thing. The question I have is like, what is it that they're going to take to sort of round out this last pick? Because all of the really good carries that we've seen are being banned out right now. Morphlane, obviously a Mythic Classic. Faceless Void is not in the pool right now either, which kind of leaves like, I don't know, like a Jug here towards the end. That doesn't sound really good.
Time to consult the handy-dandy
good
cheat
call.
sheet.
PL Naga is still up in the pool.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't like PL versus Gyro.
No.
They could go PA. I kind of like that
For Liquid or for Alliance?
for Liquid.
Lifestealer is pretty good too, but not the best against.
They ban out the OD, and they go for a troll.
Whoa! It's the other dumb hero.
Yeah, so that's why they ban out the OD.
Yeah. It does decent against Abaddon in the lane just because he has that range farm.
It's also one of the classic combos with Oracle between Battle Trance.
Yeah, he heals like he's always full HP afterwards.
And it takes, so, like, even if he dies, he takes, like, what, like 15 seconds to kill, even if he's, like, at critical HP?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
The
They
last
really-
pick.
Ooh.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
3 melee. Or,
They have a
Spectros.
timber problem. Yeah, I don't see how Liquid's gonna be killing this timber, especially since he has a good lane against Tiny.
Why is Mickey at Charlie Yang? What the hell? Charlie, how did you do this? How has Charlie infected Liquid? What is going on? All right, regardless, you'll see it once we actually get into game, but that's what Mickey's tagged at. I am right now for OBS. So, man, Limp, last pick Timber saw, you don't think there's an answer right now?
No, it's hard. Like, especially if they get Spirit Vessel, you know, there's an Abaddon that can cover him, and I think they're gonna have a timber problem this game.
Yeah. This is tricky. And of course, Nico Baby on Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
You liked seeing Nico on heroes that can match the pace of Moon.
Yeah.
Now he'll be able to match the pace of Limp as well.
Yep. They just need to cover each other, and I think they got this game. Like in terms of draft, but obviously, Liquid, they've been together for how many years now?
2, I think. Maybe even longer than 2.5.
Yeah. And from what I know, inside secret, Nico Baby does not like that team.
Really? Why?
He doesn't like Insania because before he was going to Southeast Asia, he was trying out for Alliance, that current Alliance,
yeah?
and then last minute for Koifa.
Oh,
Wow. A little bit of lean maybe going to be running through the bones, and already what's going to be a very exciting matchup. The old Alliance versus the new Alliance. Who's going to take it? Sec, Boxy, Sound. Don't worry, dude. We got it. We'll be coming back in a second. So thoughts on the lineup? Like, is that Timber enough to carry the game, do you think, for Alliance? Like, do you think that this is a game that just can kind of turn into a steamroll?
Yeah, I think so. Just because, yeah, I don't see them killing this Timber unless he's out of position, no mana, and there are 5 heroes hitting him. It's tough. I like that Timber last pick a lot.
And I'm pretty sure that's like a limp special also.
It is.
He's definitely one of the players who is more willing to run Timber mid than other people.
Let's see what level is he on it.
It's a little creepy
There's
Timber.
no level.
Oh, you can, if you look at his relics.
I don't think he has.
He has a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
How come he doesn't say the level? Is it because it's paused?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. It should say it because the other ones have them next
Oh, I
to
think
it.
he doesn't
right
have
up at the top.
Dota. He doesn't have Dota Plus activated.
Oh, so he racked up all these relics and then he was like, all right.
He let it expire.
People are going to know that I'm too good at Timber now. Gotta hide my power level.
That's probably like Nico saying like Prada's like laughing at Nico because he's probably saying something.
Well, Tagia in the meantime. Nico Baby telling them they're lucky.
I'll go and unmute everyone.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna need to. Oh God.
Taga
Hi.
first, and
How you
that's
doing?
a strength hero Phoenix.
Nice to see you, buddy. Quick
Yeah.
and easy kill.
You gotta be really careful, like trying to scout out the lanes when they have ways to like lock you down. Oh, Koifa, he went boots level 1 just because he doesn't really want to play against the Timber.
Yeah.
He's already running into him though. He's trying to burn it down.
Damage. He's in trouble.
Dude,
Nico Baby's everywhere.
what the hell?
Again.
This is really a problem. This is going to be a ridiculous amount of damage, and he just has those 2 tangos. Granted, it might be a little bit more effective considering he's going to have less total HP, but the bonus damage from the trees and the punches coming through with no armor right now. Koifa just got to scamper away.
What is he doing?
No say, hombre.
One more?
Nah, he can't catch him, but that was a bit weird. Like, I guess he was trying to scout for like maybe a mid ward, and Limp just caught, like they saw him moving into mid.
I mean, now his Tango's on cooldown. He didn't even eat a branch. He ate a normal tree. So Limp is probably going to abuse this Tiny quite a bit, even more so than we were already thinking it would be.
God, yeah, this is hugely problematic.
And the courier's going top. He's not even gonna get a
Oh
sub.
my god, he gets
Dude, he doesn't need it. He's going back to base already. It's fine.
Calculated. Now the courier's going back to base.
He missed 2 creeps in his first creep wave.
And I think because like Limp was protecting mid, they think that there's a mid ward. Oh no, the courier's running back to top.
Dude, I don't know what's happening right now, but we've got to get it together here. I mean, I guess it's just the one mid lane, but it's not looking great in what's, like you said, already a very tough matchup.
Yeah, Timber is going to be the biggest issue. And if he doesn't even get somewhat mitigated in the laning phase, then you're going to see this dude just sitting between tier 2 and tier 3,
They
all
gave
of
him the
liquid.
sentry. Oh, and they're not gonna find a ward because there's no ward. Oh.
How? All right. Well, you know, it's okay. We'll check out these other lanes, see how things are going. Tagia is going to pull this creep wave back behind the tower
He's
all
going
the way.
to pull it to mid so that Tiny can get more experience.
Possibility. He's got it off to the side. But so far, Alliance are owning all of the lanes. Looks like the only one that's going reasonably well for them so far is going to be Troll up here on the top side, 7-0. But it's not as if 3-3 is getting completely zoned out by any stretch of the imagination. This is what happens when you put Charlie Yang in your Twitter profile. Player profile.
Handskin? It's kind of a long ways from home, but no roots. No roots.
Ooh, that was well played by You,
Yeah.
you precast it.
on yourself, and then you can purge off the global immediately.
Nico Baby going to pull this creep wave back. It's pushed underneath the tower. As Fata and Nico Baby having a very nice time for this gyrocopter so far. And mid lane has settled down a little bit, but it's still looking pretty okay. I guess that Limp hasn't been able to get the most last hits, and having those boots early on Quake has helped him a lot.
Well, he's about to get 4 of them. He's just letting all these creeps stack up.
Now level 3, keeping that pressure on. Up top, Insania trying to get himself a little bit of a stack action going on, but not able to make it happen. But they were able to get the stack on the hard camp by Handskin in the meantime. Man, sort of a passive laning phase so far that's sort of slowly being won by Alliance, it looks like.
Yeah.
Quakefa's heading up top.
Fada's in trouble.
Looks like he'll be okay for now. They kill off that rocket too.
What is Quakefa up to here?
I guess can't really stay in lane that well, so he's going to rotate. Level 4, finds himself Handskin, and a Photic Shield not enough to keep him alive. The body Brock's actually coming from the Tiny. 3-3. They have another round of toss here in, not soon enough. 7 seconds.
10 stick charges in himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. He's trying to like help the side lanes win because he knows him staying mid, he's eventually just going to lose a lane due to the matchup.
But he doesn't get like any experience from that.
Yeah, but still, it's like the small things, just trying to get like some kind of advantage.
Yeah, he doesn't end up missing out on too much. Still here for the next creep wave. So kind of a cool rotation there. Ensure that the kill happens. Even things up a little bit, but now getting dove by Limp, who's level 5 and looks pretty comfortable just tanking the tower. And Quake is going to have to actually pop the invis rune.
So in this situation, you would not want to help, like, so Tiny went to a side lane as opposed to a side lane helping Tiny. You think that was the right decision?
Yeah,
Okay.
they can't do anything. He already has a bracer, and there's no way they're gonna be killing him. Like maybe if they came like at level 2, Tiny could be in some trouble.
I mean, the tower's not doing anything to Limp right now. It's showing super hard.
Tiny's running the top.
5-minute runes.
He wants to get a bounty rune.
Okay.
Looks like Liquid's gonna
We're going to do it. It's just going to keep happening.
get 3 bounty runes.
All right, so stack on the hard camp looking pretty tasty. 2-1 so far. Troll still sitting top of the last hits at the moment. Going to build into the phase boots, but taking a lot of damage actually. And his silence just going to get ran down. Insania still has another heal, but doesn't want to use it. And Mickey just drops.
Yeah. They can't be aggressive. They have to make sure they debuff the
Curse.
Yeah. They should just be happy that Troll's farming well, and don't try to kill. Just try to kill when the Tiny does a rotate.
Man just wanted to get his phase boots, and he just got pummeled, mugged on the side shop. Well, back mid, Limp now has level 6, and Koikva's going to have to put on some moving shoes, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. This is the power of Timbersaw in the laning stage, and Limp just forces him away while the tower keeps on taking damage, catches him right on the end of it, and with the tree to the side, he finds the kill.
Yeah.
Nowhere left to go.
Mid wagon's gonna go down though, so I'm not sure if that was the best trade. I would have preferred him just like tanking the tower for the wagon. I think that applies more pressure to Liquid instead of that one tiny kill.
I mean, do they even care about this mid tower going down? Because can't a Timbersaw just straddle the tier 1 and tier 2?
It's too slow though. Like, and imagine they take the tier 1. Like, they don't have the best ways in removing the wagon.
Oh,
like,
so like if they continue pushing with
yeah.
it. Oh, okay.
It's not like they have a Mirana who can just shoot the arrow.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's a pretty big loss there. You can see, though, that Mr. Birdman walking back behind and dropping down that ward. I don't know really what they're hoping to get out of that, though, because it doesn't feel like they're going to be able to do much here against Timbersaw.
Just going to steal another creep wave, I guess.
Okay, all right.
But see, imagine if there was that mid wagon. This tower was already down.
Yeah.
And
And now Koikva can actually just keep the pressure off the tower.
And Tiny can just come in and clear the mid creep wave.
Yeah.
So now there's like no tower pressure at all. He can hit it, but it's gonna take him like 10 years. You know?
Come on, show him his boss. I mean, this is a really good way to play this by Liquid.
Yeah. That's why I would have preferred them just protecting that wagon instead. They're just gonna keep cutting a creep wave at mid.
Well, they force it back here. And still able to get that pull off slightly.
Limp's going to try to chase this down.
Oh, this is nice. This is really hard to deal with.
And a TP rotation from the Ogre.
Oh, good use there of the Avalanche, and that's going to get him out. At least for now. Limp looking for the chakra. I'm not quite on the mark, and oh, another round of it. Tosses him away. Koikva, well played indeed. But now Nico Baby's shown up. Suddenly, everybody's over here mid, and they kill off the Tiny. All right.
Cool.
I wonder if they're going to do anything with that ward. The only way that Tiny gets that Avalanche on Fada TPing in is if he had vision.
Yeah. Well, interesting. Liquid doing everything they can right now to try and keep this tier 1 tower alive in the mid lane, and
Phoenix is in some trouble.
yeah, we'll see how quick his feet are.
Got the windlace.
Dude, he's doing a really good job of staying back from him, but
He's
Icarus dive is down for another 20 seconds, though.
he's
Drop
going to
that
drop an
egg.
egg on him.
Crack this egg.
Limp picks it up. Oh, battle for the creeps. Who gets them? There's a lot going the way of Yella. And Handskin looks like he is going to die. Mickey, can they chase him down? He's got to be a little bit careful too now. Koikva just runs away, and Mickey's getting
rotation.
cut at. He has battle trance to turn this if he needs to.
No, he's magic immune.
Nico Baby's shown up though too.
damage, though.
They're bringing everybody in. Chase Ford finds the kill there with Chakram, and Limp is just going to be a bully here as Koikva has to hide off to the side in the trees.
Bot
Cancel
lane.
TP.
Fada
Be
gets
annoying.
dueled in the bot lane.
On for that kill now. On to Ogre, finishes him off, but that reveals that Koikva's in the area, and now he's also going to go down. So he saves
Oh my God.
the other side of the map, but he will lose his life himself. And man, Alliance, they're doing it.
I was going to say the same thing.
You're a caster already, man. Look at you go, Mike.
Troll just TP top. He's in trouble.
Oh,
He
God.
could die again.
Dude, what is happening? Liquid, they can't find an answer. They found their kryptonite, and it's their old team.
Oh my God, they're crumbling.
Chase Ford for more, and Alliance just not taking their foot off the gas.
Dude, everyone ignored the 10-minute bounty runs. That's the shape of this game is Fada again
They're
in
gonna keep
trouble in
him
the
up. They're
bot
gonna keep him
lane.
up. Don't
Oh
kill
my
him. Don't kill
God.
him. Let him do it. Let him do it.
They're
Yeah.
looking
They
for
get
it.
stunned.
Oh,
He's dying.
I mean, it happens. Boxy's actually taking a lot of damage there from the Bloodlust tower.
You gotta report this, Phoenix. That was 10 damage. But yeah. Now I hope Limp is gonna protect this mid wagon properly this time.
He's got a glyph if he really needs it. He's just piecing out.
He's gonna kill Boxy in one. Oh, he missed the Timber Chain.
Chakram.
The Whirling Death. He missed the Whirling Death.
I mean, this is still a lot of damage coming through here.
It's not a heal, though.
Get
That
him.
Sunray was going on him for quite a while.
Looking for it. Instead, decides to turn over to Unsadia.
It's all
And
pure damage.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
one more punch.
Actually, Legion purged off.
Oh, nice play there.
purge it
Trying to
off?
slow him down.
Yeah, I think he did. Because it can be defensively
Dude, he's out of
purged.
mana. Limp. He's out of mana. Tries to run him
He's got
down.
Soul Ring
Can they
soon.
do anything? He can't do it.
Yeah.
And now they show up with the rest of them. Boxy might be able to make something happen here with Mickey.
He doesn't have the mana for duel on Boxy.
Chase
either.
down. Everybody run for Limp. Can they get the mana? They're going to get it now with the shrine.
Arcane Boot soon.
Oh, the chase down. Dude, they're TPing over everybody. 5 versus Limp. Limp, can he get away? There's going to be the duel. The pull him back in. He's still taking damage, but the duel's about to wear off. Avalanche toss dead.
I told you that's how they kill him. No mana, 5 versus 1.
You called it.
Can't say you're a liar. I mean, space created for sure, but losing that timber like that.
I just feel he's chasing the
Oh, you
kills
see
too much.
Koikva, and he uses the Avalanche toss. Anskin. It's not going to actually steal anything.
Oh,
Lifts him up.
he nearly tossed Tiny back. I mean, the Ogre back. But yeah, I mean, I don't like it. Like, he won his lane so hard, and it's 12 minutes, and the tier 1 mid tower is still up. That's not a good sign. You want to take down the tower that you in the lane that you win.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, I guess the thing that I'm wondering about is normally that would be a problem if they fall off. Do you think the Alliance's lineup falls off in this draft?
Uh-oh, Nico baby.
Oh, no,
He's
no,
a long
for
way
sure
from
not.
home.
Well, he's going to come and make some new friends now. How you doing, buddy? Chase him down, get the kill. And Liquid keep on finding a couple kills here and there, but it always takes 4 of them, it feels like, at the very least. Oh,
That's
yet
that
again.
Phoenix. Oh, deny?
Dude,
Plays by Boxy.
makes it happen. Oh my God, they are literally just all running mid right now. 3-3 pops up all the time. Mickey gonna get saved there by the Oracle, but now Limp is shown back up and wants to take down Mickey. Have the Avalanche connection with the Chakram coming out in just a moment. Able to pop the ulti, and Limp gonna be caught here by the root again in a second, but he gets up to the high ground, and that's enough to keep him alive. As nobody is farming in this game. They're just smashing their faces against each other.
Liquid's holding along a lot better than I would expect, though.
Yeah, but I feel it's also like Fada's just like he feels like he's too strong and he's just chasing the kills. I feel he should have just been pressuring the towers more with the wagon.
Fada or Limp?
I mean, no, Limp, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this Timbersaw, I mean, he's drawing a lot of focus, but at the same time, like, Nico Baby is trying to play along. He's not just sitting back farming. Like, if one of the cores was just taking advantage of all the space and, you know, farming Ancients or something like that, then it would be a little bit more productive, I would feel.
Yeah.
Well, they're stacking up the Ancients now, so maybe that's going to be something he can retire to here. I do have that Avalanche stolen by Rubik, so it's going to be a good way for them to continue these fights, as Mickey has continued to stay pretty well up there with the other cores, going for that Diffusal Blade pickup.
Yeah, that's going to be annoying for Timber once he has it up.
Boxy in the top lane. Got 3 Radiant heroes, but they're going to leave it.
I mean, where's Boxy going? He's just running away. He's like, I can't be here anymore. But they will find him as he heads up to high ground. The lift pulls him back into position. Fata gonna find it. They get the silence to no press the attack. And Boxy,
You get so much attack speed from the Curse of Evan.
Yeah.
80.
Bounty runes.
Handskins on the top ones. Bottom ones will go the way of Liquid.
In the meantime, Nico Baby just trying to get towards that Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, Ogre spots out Koikva. Chakram.
Okay. Sunray coming through to try and heal up the Tiny. Tag is still hanging on to the Supernova. If they wanted, they could.
They're going to save him at it.
Not quite in time. They still toss. Rest of Liquid moving in. But also Alliance is here, and Boxy wanting to get aggressive onto this. They still have Supernova, but Boxy is taking a ton of damage. Just tries to run away, but they will be able to chase her down eventually. As this Legion Commander very far from home. Photic Shield there on the Limp.
Spider-Man.
Whoa, long range chase. And another round. Chakram not quite on the
Yeah,
mark.
she is so fast with these phase boots and drum.
Holy Toledo, she got out. Boxy's good.
He does not have a TP, though. So he's just going to have to chill.
That was so risky. 2 of them just tried to kill. I think they wanted to go on the Rubik.
Oh, Koikva, Veil.
Oh, God. Well, they go on the Rubik now. And Fata also going to drop. I don't know. It almost feels like Alliance is kind of just reaching a little bit here to see if they can keep up the pressure and not able to pick off Liquid, who have found their feet.
Boxy again using drum charges to escape from a raging Timbersaw.
He's got drums and windlass. No wonder he's so fast.
Okay, yeah. It's 514.
40 movement speed, and then that's with the phase activate. It's like,
And that's even without overwhelming odds.
yeah. I think it was 522 just now, or no, 550, close to 550.
Wow.
So they have gotten the Tier 2 tower up on the top lane, as well as mid-Tier 1 for Alliance. Are you concerned at all about the slowing pace of this game for them, or?
A bit, just because like this is like Liquid needs time to get their items, and now the Diffusal Blade's up online for Mickey. They can sort of deal with the Timbersaw in the sense that they can just remove his mana if ever he's like alone.
Right.
Because that's the only way they're killing him. It's like if he can't timber chain away.
This Observer Ward is going to get taken out as soon as Liquid come back in. They place a ton of sentries around just to make sure that
they don't see that ward.
We'll see.
Oh, Rubik doesn't see the ward. Well, move a bit more to the left. Now he sees it.
Yeah.
150 gold, 170.
But they should also know that those are warded up there, so if Liquid ever...
Yeah, wait, why didn't they kill the sentry on the cliff?
Which one? Sometimes you don't want to deward it just because you give them like that information that you put a sentry up there. Because if they walk by it and they don't have a high ground vision, then they won't see it. But they'll see that
The
sentry.
Phoenix has like an ability to go, like he can just sunray up there though,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, I would probably deward it just because you have a sentry down in the low ground. And usually when you put that sentry down in the low ground, that means you have a ward up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,000 gold lead, 13-8. But danger, danger.
Oh, Boxy.
Yet again, he was thinking
CF
about
Roche.
Roche.
What?
I think about chasing here. Yule Scepter lift up. Limp doesn't have anything else afterwards defensively, but it's not going to need it. Boxy turned around upon. He takes off the whirling death stacks and chasing forward with the missile on him. But Boxy again is just a bit too quick.
Looking for the back line.
He doesn't have a blink dagger though. He just has phase boots.
The blink's on the way. It's in the dagger.
Oh, okay,
It's in the
good.
courier.
The thing is, Rubik stole press the attack though, so they need to be very careful about how they initiate.
And we see there also one of the big saving parts of going against the Timber Saw with the Legion is that you can press the attack off the Whirling Death.
Oh, they send the courier up to the high ground. Insania is going to get the D ward.
I feel Handskin needs to be pushing out creep waves more or farming a bit more, because look at the net worth difference from the Phoenix and the Rubik. It's crazy.
Yeah.
2k difference. And this is with a Veil and a Phoenix. Handskin doesn't even have
What
this.
about that 90 GPM talent though?
I mean, if he pushes out, then he'll be level 10, right?
Yeah.
Like he just...
Yeah.
Oh, 33.
Oh.
Pops the smoke. They can't go on him.
Quakefoot just jumps in and finds Handskin. In the middle of all of them, but I don't know if that's going to work out. He's able to live through it. Quakefoot also turned around upon to press the attack, trying to save a life. He's going to end up getting caught there by the false promise, and now controlling up this Timbersaw. They're going to take him down.
Oh, the Supernova going to get killed by Abaddon and the Gyrocopter.
So the run away, not good enough, as they already kill off the Timber and the Ogre. Liquid striking back here.
Yeah, now Timber has to be a bit careful just because they can kill him when he doesn't have the armor stacks up. One duel into, or one Ava combo into the troll hitting him should be enough, especially because they have the medallion. Yeah, they have a medallion up in Boxy.
Well, this is one of those moments too where, like, you know, all of these saving spells that you've got, the Abba, you know, when Rubik had pressed the attack, and Oracle, a good fight turns to bad really quickly.
Yep.
As we saw there.
Tiny almost went down though, but that press attack just removed all the stacks. And
Yeah, and then the Sunray on top of that. Both the carriers are going to start accelerating pretty fast though. Nico Baby has his Aghanims completed on the Gyrocopter.
oh,
Koikva's going to get... Oh.
where's your Adolins, bro? If you had Adolins and you were pushing out.
Hanskin's going to farm all these? No, he's going to give it to Nico Baby.
What a nice guy.
I feel that's good as a support, but as a pause 4, you want to be increasing your net worth.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the 60 damage versus 200 health also? Because, like,
It's similar to Lion, where it's 90 damage, but I think that health is always better, especially in the game where there's Tiny.
yeah.
You want to just make sure you don't die to that burst combo.
They know Roche is coming right now. Stunned up for the moment. Boxy tries to go in, but now they're going to face a whole lot of problems. Disarm, chase forward,
Hold
still
on,
living for
4.
the moment. A good avalanche connects onto 4. Mickey shows up, going to start burning through the mana. Fata, now Taiga in the middle of all of them, has the Supernova, able to get the spirits out onto several. Still, it's a lot of damage out there. Can they kill the egg in time? They will. And that's going to turn the fight into the favor of Alliance, given some tips along the way, as Nico Baby took it down.
And won a duel in the process. Mike. Yules is up on Timbersaw in 1 second.
Yules?
Oh, he's living up the high ground vision. What a defusal. Slow.
Quite get it. Big win for Alliance there. Holy smokes.
Okay, I have a question. I'm not too sure of the answer. Like, does the agonyms of Gyro hit the egg? Or does it not?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
But the flak cannons won't.
Okay, yeah.
So he was attacking the Legion, but it's random if the
50-50.
agonyms, right, if it'll go to the Legion commander or if it'll go to...
Yep. I'm a professional gamer.
Professional CSGO, right? That's what it is?
I mean, I'm making an assumption because I've seen Gyrocopter side gunner hit wards.
Yeah.
And
it should be the
it's a ward unit. The Supernova Egg is a ward unit.
Good old Dota.
Nico
Billion and
Babies.
10 interactions.
Yeah, there's so many like hidden mechanics that you will never know until you either experience it or someone tells you in game.
You've been learning so much this qualifier.
Yep.
The OD thing too. We got the BKB now done for the troll. And looks like Alliance wanting to go in. At this point, Hanskin has an opening there. Quakeva also nearby. They break the Blink Dagger to start. Thinking about chasing. Limp is there. Yule Scepter lift up. Quakeva has his Blink back up again if he wants to go in. Avalanche toss combination if they get some vision. Mickey is also here, but Alliance holding on to that high ground. Not wanting to press too far forward.
Yeah, they don't need to take any unnecessary risks. They need to just make sure the Gyro's nearby and fight together.
Dude, why does Alliance not kill sentry wards? I'm so confused. They didn't kill this one on the cliff down below. They didn't kill this one.
I think that's because this one they were chasing, so I can understand why. Because I think the Timber was able to use the Legion, so they're all just
Quakeva
scrambling there.
Oh, instant
Instant
catch!
telekinesis.
The lift up. They have the press the attack, but Quakeva's already bound at half HP and getting brought down super low. 3-3 on top of them. They have the Supernova already. Is it going to be enough to keep it alive? They're trying to take it down, and it is going to drop. Now Liquid trying to hold on for dear life, but with no Legion commander and Quakeva blinking back, can only hope to hold on. Toss forward. Fata into the enemy base and just gets obliterated, but the Fate, it's not going to be enough. Fate's Edict not able to keep him alive, and Boxy trying to run away. This would be a dieback, and Nico Baby, he smells blood. He wants it all. 4 dead, no buyback. Let's get some towers.
Hanskin? Oh! Wait, you left him alone?
Oh my
You killed the
God.
Oracle.
Swap back in, the full wipe. The real Alliance is here.
Nico wants,
Liquid left Alliance for this?
Nico wants to play in his first major. This kid hasn't played in a major yet. He's hungry for
What,
it.
TI doesn't matter? It's about the majors instead?
I mean, he already played a TI, right?
Yeah, okay, it's all, that one's crossed off the list.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Holy smokes, 10K gold lead right now. And you look at this graph, the sharp swing up. Looking quite good.
Yeah, they don't need to force high ground. Just get shrines. Nico Baby's really far ahead. I think they should just shrine up and go again once the BKB's up.
Well, some vision there, and again, that Rubik lift, Hanskin with the precast. There's some things good about fighting with vision.
Oh wait, the Gyrocopter side gunner did not hit a ward. Maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't kill a Supernova Egg. I'll have to test that.
We'll test.
We'll test it. Because Nico Baby just drove by a ward and it did not auto hit it, so maybe not.
Don't die over there. It's all going to be okay. Uh-oh. Mickey. Uh-oh. They got the lift. This dude is dead.
Yep. They should force high ground, right?
Oh, God. And they found another. Insania's over here to the side, too. Fodham's got him in his sights. The chase down comes.
Ooh, the last hit. I like how Fodham bought a Quelling Blade 26 minutes in. Bro, that's what you buy when you're like 10 minutes in.
That's what you got to do, man.
The game's ending and he's thinking about D-warding.
That's a true support right there. Boxy lifted up into the air again and killed off. They have Supernova if they want it, but it does not feel like they're going to be able to stop this onslaught coming from Alliance.
They're gonna have to, like, their last fight's gonna be 4 versus 5. don't think they can wait for the Legion. Otherwise, they're going to be giving away mega creeps. Oh, that Curse of Avernus. I feel it shouldn't affect
Buildings.
It's just too OP.
It's so strong. Oh no! That's not the real one! Oh god, the tips are coming! Oh, I knew it was gonna happen to him! Mickey wanting to go in and find a kill. But Nico, baby, lets him know how he feels.
Corpus still lives.
Another toss back. Oh, maybe it's trouble, but Timberchain able to go off and 3-3 there with the heels. Still Quakefa hoping to find something, if at all. The toss back from Handskin. Oh, going to focus down the egg. Praise the sun as it drops, as too does Mickey. Everybody's buying back, but they've already got mega creeps. Alliance, they lose the Timber, but
Toss in.
they get the objectives.
Just leave him. It's just pause 5.
But he's got a quelling blade, Mike.
Right?
Isn't that what is out of control, Hanskin?
Oh, the quick juke around the trees. Give him the well played. And they're out of there.
Yep. They just need to group up as 5, go again. Or if they really want to play safe, they can wait for a Roshan.
You can see Hanskin and Nico, baby, appreciating the draft from Fata. The quick tips there. Liquid hoping to get their second tier 1 tower, but nothing is free in this world.
Yo, Blink on the left.
Another one
Back in.
coming from Hanskin. They caught themselves. Koikva tossing forward. GG is called, and game 1 of the Civil War is going to the New Kids Alliance.
Wow. To be fair, I was not really convinced by this first phase Oracle Legion draft.
Yeah.
I don't know what all that was about.
Usually when you first pick, you want to pick that hero that sets the
Juggernaut will do with an Aegis and with this team behind him, the Empower, the Surge. It's terrifying.
You need to be getting a few stacks online on the Sark before you start trying to man. He is a big boy, and you saw him, like, he pounced into the pit at the start of the fight, and he's like, oh god, like, now I've used one of my escape spells. This leash came in from the Grimstroke to stop him from being able to jump away, which is one thing we haven't talked about. Like, Soulbind's really good against Snark.
Yeah, he hates that. They're just trying to get the return push now. Unfortunately, they're against a farmed Juggernaut with Empower and a Leshrac, so this ain't gonna work. Meanwhile, though, RTW actually finds the 2 supports. These guys are in a really bad position right now. They should just be going down. Yeah, that's going to be the Vampire taken off the map. They're looking towards FNG as well, who does throw down the ultimate, but that means no leash for later on. RTW missing another pounce. I mean, this is getting costly, but still, they'll be able to grab that kill. Meanwhile, Misha happy to absorb the impact of Gambit's rotations right now. He's able to drag them back, but this is a pretty big win for Positive guys, bringing all of Gambit back because they took advantage of the mispositioning of the Magnus and the Grimstroke. RTW, great scouting there from him, but my god, man, can we work on this pouncing, please?
It happens, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this Lark isn't building butterflies. Like, the nice thing about the Moonshot, it gives you the extra night vision on Sark, so you can see really far away. Obviously, the raw attack speed it gives is awesome.
Yeah.
It would really help him when he's trying.
Yeah, it kind of feels like he doesn't want to fight against the juggler. He's kind of just ignoring him. Like the elephant in the room, where it's like, well, you know, if I can kill everyone else, then you don't matter.
I think so.
Yeah. But another thing about the attack speed as well is that it allows you to do... I mean, I know Butterfly gives attack speed as well, but when you have loads of it, it allows you to do way more inside your Shadow Dance. You're just attacking real fast. You get more attacks up inside your Shadow Dance. I don't think there's, even with the butterfly, I really don't think he's going to be able to man fight into an empowered jug. It's just not realistic for him. So he's just going for the items which allow him just to kind of possibly get loads of essence shift stacks and just become absolutely huge and kill sports even quicker. I think that's a game plan for him.
I'm not saying Moonshot's a bad item.
Stop flaming Moonshot,
it's like
you shitter.
5 attack. 50. No, sorry, that's. Yes.
55. That would be
Yeah,
a bad
Butterfly's
item.
30 attack speed, 35. So if you just want the raw damage, then it's always better.
How much does agility give per? How much attack speed does agility give per?
Oh god, don't ask.
Is it just one? I think it's just one attack speed per point. It looks like. Yeah. It be. Wait, is my maths wrong? No, my maths is right.
Yeah.
That's weird though, right? Like, hold on, look at Agi right now. Look at Slug's Agi right now. How much Agi does he have? 140, right? Why does he have 139 attack speed?
The Dota numbers are super weird.
He should have 140. This is a game-losing bug right now. This is worse than the illusion scandal.
Here's the edict. Where's your tree armor,
guys? I mean, well, tree armor's gonna last about 1 second.
What do they do?
Yeah, this is... Haha! Haha! Dagon! Take that, Juggernaut. That'll stop him. No, he just continued attacking. Okay. Oh! Up away. Immersion blink in. Oh my god, he's going deep as the slug comes out of the backline, trying to bring down the Grimstroke. Won't be able to do so, though. The force up away. Yes, they will. The overwhelming odds will get the kill, but now the RP comes out. But RTW, that was the last second of Dark Patch, just getting rid of it. They look towards the Leshrac. Leshrac melted. The Omnislash dripping through. It's still onto RTW, even though he pounced away, but Dream kept on. No buyback on the slug. You are absolutely right. Misha trying to get himself away. Pop of the borrowed time to get rid of the slope. Get skewered all the way back, going for the TP out, and they do not have a stun, but they do have the damage. What does stuns matter when you've got the DMGs? Now they come up onto the higher ground. Ergon, though, doing a lot of damage to Dream right now, but don't forget he has that Aegis in his pocket. He's going to come back to life if they do take him down, and it looks like they will. The missed call finishes the job. Here we go, a tense little standoff here. Gambit, they have got the surge for him. They've got a lot to keep this Juggernaut hunky-dory. There's a spin to get rid of the Pugners. There's a Meteor Hammer coming down on his head, and now they jump in. They go for the duel. They go for this right now. Can they bring him down? The skewer dragging him all the way back, but it doesn't matter. They still get the kill onto Dream. The Juggernaut is down despite not having the Slark, and now they look towards the Magnets as well. Vampire, they can't finish the job onto him. He will make it away.
He got rooted in base on the mag.
Nice.
By the tree punch.
Okay, cool.
Oh. Mr. Frog. But yeah, I mean, that's a massive kill onto the Jug. I really like that they tried to burst down the Lesh at the start of the fight as well. We've talked about it, 1700 armor, not the most difficult target to bring down in a duel.
Nope. Very nice stuff from Positive Guys, proving that they are not just ILTW +4, but they are, in fact, a good team without him as well.
Yeah, feels good.
Yeah, this is a chunky tree. Where does he get all this money from? Has he got a lot of CS?
At the start of that, at the end of that fight, he had 3,000 gold. And I was like, oh, done pretty well there. When he gets his Solar Crest online, it's actually going to help a lot, especially with the Legion jewels. Ghostix just picked up his BKB on the Legion as well, so all of a sudden, they don't really have a save during the duel. It's only really RP. I don't think you want to be RPing just to stop the duel. Maybe you do it.
No, well, I mean, Skewer did a pretty good job of messing up the duel, to be fair, but yeah, the BKB, gonna change that.
But, especially in these later portions of the game, your Jug has to be so careful of this Blink Blade Mail duel from the lead. Because you just kill yourself on that Blade Mail every single time. Ready on the dire side, your Mag especially has to be ready to save the Jug with RP. Maybe you're like, Jug you have to keep alive in these fights.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty critical. Now they've proven that they can bring down the Juggernaut without the help of the Slug. I mean, that's the thing with Jugs, right? They are very reliant on Blade Fury, if you don't have BKB especially. Can become a bit of a liability, this spell.
It's IOTW. You're going to skip. Is he going to be a good voice?
Oh, yeah. Nah, this is RTW. He skips buyback. Oh, there's a fight breaking out, so he might not get a choice as the BKB comes out from Legion Commander, but the Grimstroke ultimate comes out on top of it. FNG making it happen and holding back Positive Guys and wasting this Legion's big 10-second.
Feels so bad when you buy BKB and just don't get to use it for the first fight.
Yep,
Like,
big
you
10-incher gone
out.
to waste. Indeed. They're scanning out. They actually see Immersion. Immersion sees the Jug spinning and she's like, alrighty. I'll see you boys
Immersion-
later.
Immersion does have this Solar Crest now as well, so they have to be really careful. There'll be a huge bump in physical damage.
It does make a big difference, actually, yeah. Now, as nighttime falls, Stark at a little bit of advantage, trying to just use the vision here. Edging forwards as Dream and RTW staring each other off. Illusion's being a little bit annoying and just attacking this shrine. There's a Dream's up.
Pew pew.
Yeah, Ergon just blasts him up. He's like,
Or Jon Snow. Look at that. That's glorious. Well, we got a game number 2 coming up in just a second. The draft has just started, so we'll be hopping into that in a moment. But man, Team Liquid, they didn't look great. They did not look great at all. I don't know if it was just all draft or play or what, but things were struggle. It was a struggle bus.
I'm leaning towards draft because even given that subpar draft, Liquid still made Alliance work for it in the first 15 minutes. The Timbersaw could have run away with the game much earlier, but Liquid were doing a good job of making sure that Gyrocopter had to sit back and farm. He couldn't fun. He had to be the responsible parent. He had to go farm the neutrals, get his Aghanim Scepter. He couldn't run around at 10 minutes with his brother Timbersaw.
He had to be the insurance.
He had to be the insurance. He was the retirement fund.
Where is this analogy taking us?
The important thing is, Nico Baby is wise beyond his years, is what I'm getting at, you know?
I love that. That's great.
He wants to go and hang out, but instead he did his homework.
How many tattoos does that guy have?
A lot. He's trying to get a whole body, still, I think he's, all his arms, all his, and I think one of his legs is all tattooed up, and then it's up to his neck.
Wow.
And I think he's still going to be working on his chest. I'm not too, as I remember.
So there's nothing in the whole chesty area.
No.
Really.
What about his back?
I think his back might have some. I'm not too sure.
The rest of it can remain a surprise.
He probably could. But
That's for that special someone.
Exactly.
Not for us.
We've got Kunkka Band out, Mirana, Void, and a Dark Willow. All pretty much the same stuff that we've seen so far. You know, it's got to be said, the one thing that Alliance are going to have over Team Liquid is that they've got a pretty good idea of how Alliance or how Liquid want to draft. Just saying, there's probably somebody hanging out in the coach's chair there, letting Alliance know some things.
And you just have all this data, from TI and the previous year, so you know what heroes they like to play and their go-to and their style of play.
I think the European shift had briefly talked about, or maybe found out, that this squad of Alliance does not have Loda being quite as hands-on as the previous one. I think I don't think we have any like concrete information, but I think the general understanding is that Loda's a little bit more, I don't know, watchful as opposed to like an active coach for this squad.
Well, I think that it was like, I think Fata has some probably, I mean, he's got a ton of experience. Whereas, not that Insania didn't, but it was a younger team altogether. I was trying to figure out when they used that crash and burn voice line, and I was wondering if it was right after Gyro was picked.
He dies. It's when he dies.
No, I mean, like, you know, the crash and burn thing that we had at the beginning of the draft, and they picked Gyro, and we all looked at Tsunami. Anyways, I don't know. I was trying to make a meme happen. I'm not going to make it happen anymore.
Oh, because they picked it?
They picked it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm a bit slow.
It's all good. It's late at night, you know. Actually, it's early morning. It's 5 a.m. now in the wonderful West Coast.
Did you ever face off against Insania in the Han days?
No, I think he came a bit later, like during the same time as Kyle did. Yeah. Like I played against Loda, Ake, played against No Tail and Fly a lot, Trixie.
Hani,
yeah, and it's Dryich.
I know. He's a Swedish caster now.
Yeah, but I think he still played a bit of Han during that time.
Oh, okay.
And I played against Scandal from Empire.
Yeah.
Good old Scandal.
Yeah. Those were the big names that I played against in Han.
Do you look back on like that in happiness?
Yeah, because I think that was the first time that gave me exposure to play against like the high level players, you know, like when it was just Dota 1 it was just Garena, so it was mostly just C, you know. I played with Mushi and whatnot a lot, but when when Han came out and you had that international connection, you know, I play with them every couple of weeks in a tournament.
Because like I every time I hear somebody talk about Han, I never played it. It always, people like look back on it and they're like, man, that was fun. And also like then they talk about the things that happened. I'm like, that doesn't sound like fun. Like tournaments don't sound like fun. It sounds like a hellhole.
There's a nostalgia factor, I'm sure.
I mean, like coming from Dota 1, it was a step up for sure.
Okay.
But the way they handled the game, it wasn't like
the competitive aspect.
Yeah, like they were changing everything every 2 weeks. So you're like, well, this hero was good, and now it's not good. And we have to come up with a new strategy. And yeah.
In Dota 2, what did you think about that period where IceRog was doing the bi-weekly patches?
I liked it.
You liked it?
I liked it.
Okay.
Just because it's like, again, after playing the game for so long, you know, it's like, oh, this is spicy, you know, like everything.
It changes something up.
Yeah, but then I can see why maybe a lot of the competitive teams didn't like it, because you kind of get lazy to practice just because of all these changes.
Like, you know something's going to change, so why practice it anyway?
Yeah.
Because 2 weeks later, it might be completely irrelevant.
Yep.
Dota. I'm glad that we have less of them nowadays. And when they happen, they're going to be big. I can't wait for the next one. The next one's going to be sick.
7.23.
Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah,
sure we're not
be
getting like Z?
7.22i. It might happen.
It's on H
We're
now,
on
right?
H right now. I don't think it's ever gone up to H before.
No,
It's uncharted territory right now.
So Liquid, they picked first pick for this game, and they decided to get the Gyro instead of the Oracle.
But they get the Oracle anyway.
Oh, they still get it.
That's why it's like it's not going to be a contested pick.
No.
You know, like maybe back like a few patches ago, Oracle was first pick material, but now it's like if you want that kind of hero, you can just pick it anytime.
Are we going to get the same draft?
No, I don't think so.
So far, it's all the same heroes, it's just in different order.
I mean, Liquid already got Gyro.
Yeah,
that's
Liquid
already-
Oh, that's sorry.
this
Wait,
time.
script it up now. I guess I'm thinking that it's like it's still all the same heroes that were in play are in play again.
I don't think Legion should be picked this game.
Is Fada gonna get his Ogre? I'm not sure. What heroes have Fada been playing as POS 5? Because I think this is his first time playing POS 5, right?
I'm sure it's done before, but in recent competitive history, I've only known him as a core player.
Okay.
I'm kind of wondering if they're going to go and ban out the tree here by Alliance. Because I felt like that would have been a really nice... I guess they can't really do it in combination anymore. But I felt like that could have been a good pick for him last time. And now you've already got like some of the setup with Gyrocopter there being like a strong team fighter. I don't know. They banned the Legion themselves?
Ban the Legion.
I guess they see, like,
Interesting.
I don't know. I actually don't know why they banned Legion.
Monkey business.
Maybe Boxy's, they just respect Boxy's Legion. Hang on, I'm trying to find out what heroes fought play as 5. Jakiro, he's played Jakiro 3 times.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
so
it's
it's Ogre.
Problem solved.
Easy peasy.
Again, I do think the Abaddon Ogre combo is just really difficult to lane with.
Massive attack speed. I think that's like 160 attack speed between 2 people if the curse comes off.
And the max out Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also get it faster by throwing it on the Abba to begin with.
Yeah,
Though at
that's
least
true. The movement speed is very good. It's very hard to run away from the Abaddon.
Yeah.
And Gyrocopter's like basically a melee hero with the range that he has, so he can't really evade it. And he has a difficult time not popping the aphotic shield. If he's on the run and he already has Rocket Barrage triggered, he's going to take that aphotic shield damage almost certainly.
Oh, I think Liquid's like thought process with behind the Oracle pickup is it can be okay against Abaddon in the lane just because that the first spell what's that?
Fortune's End.
Fortune's End removes the aphotic shield right away.
Yeah, but it still does the damage though.
Yeah, I mean, but
for the defensive purpose, yeah. And he can get rid of the curse as we saw off of himself.
All right. They busted it out.
Tiger Earth Spirit.
yeah, I think they're going to be planning on either tri-laning this gyro or just put a lot of pressure and shutting down Limp.
I think, again, that's what you're talking about, Mike, that this ABBA is going to be like one of the keys for victory for Alliance here. Because you can tell by Liquid's lineup, they just want to fight, right? Like, you got Gyrocopter, you got this Earth Spirit, they're going to be wanting to like get involved in the mid game. And ABBA can just be like that person that's in front of them, soaking up all that damage. Or if somebody else gets gone on, save with the Aphotic Shield. And it happens super quick.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bloodseeker.
I don't think I've seen Nico play Blood, but he has talked about Blood and its potential as a carry. And I'm pretty sure they can put it as mid as well.
The only other Bloodseeker we've seen so far was the position 4.
Hey.
Which lost terribly. It was so bad.
I don't blame the Blood.
Still needs a little bit more time in the oven.
The team did not play well. My boy Joe Beasy needs to step up and support his Bloodseeker properly.
That's the real problem. But it does have that super solid silence, which is deadly.
Yep.
Super high damage.
And you kind of put the Rupture target into a difficult situation, and they steal the Timber Saw into a Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I mean,
And no strength heroes.
like when I was teammates with Ice, he said he never really cared about Bloodseeker. Like it wasn't an issue, but it's still a way to deal with it.
Because even Rupture disregarded, you still got to deal with Blood, right?
Yeah.
And if your chain is on cooldown, like Timbersaw is not a very fast-moving hero.
No.
Even if your chain isn't on cooldown, the ability to lift out of the chain is really easy for Rubik, and then also Ogre just fire blasting to interrupt the chain.
And if Rubik steals the Whirling Death, that's a lot of damage. Any spell that Rubik steals from Timber is really good in dealing with Timber.
So to me, this looks like, all right, last game, it was a Alliance draft that was like, had no ways of dealing, or rather that Liquid had no ways of dealing with the Timber Saw. Already Alliance have 4 heroes that like kind of deal with the Timber Saw. And I'm just not sure if it's going to end up doing what they need it to do.
Yeah, I just don't see the strength in this Timbersaw pick, you know, compared to like how Alliance picked it last. It's like you have triple core strength. I know double core, 4 strengths. I think 3 strengths. Phoenix,
Tiny,
Legion, and Tiny.
Commander. Yeah.
Like here, who's strength here? Abaddon.
Abba, who you don't really want to go on.
And he has a way to
Tiny anyways.
And he doesn't know the mid lane matchup yet, which it may not be a mid Timbersaw. It could just be, a typical offlane Timbersaw. But even then, you don't necessarily bully a Bloodseeker that much.
No,
it does fit within that idea of fighting around the mid game, but there isn't that hero to like keep everybody in place while it's going on. It kind of has to be Earth Spirit to pick up the slack there, which obviously Taiga can do it. That guy's a goddamn monster on Earth Spirit.
Homing missile.
Here you go. All the lockdown you need. It's coming for you.
Tiny. Odie's like pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds so good. Oh no, they're gonna pick OD. It's going to be a 2-0.
Because that was the
Feel it. It's
final,
going to happen.
that was the final ban that Liquid went for right before they picked Troll Warlord.
Yeah, and now it's open, and they're against a lot of like 2-core strength again, and I think that's why Alliance favors the last pick. They want to give Limp that favored matchup.
Get down to the wire. Well, actually, no, they still got reserve time.
They got 34 seconds.
What do you build on Bloodseeker this game? Do you go for a Radiance?
No, I think the ideal build is Maelstrom into probably BKB, but if you can get away with it, you'd prefer the Mjolnir, just because if Thirst is activated, you have so much attack speed and you get faster procs. I don't think the Radiance build is too good on Bloodseeker anymore, just because you want to be more active in the game. Unless you're against like a PL.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's painful.
And it has synergy with Abaddon and Ogre. Oh my god. Imagine whoever the curse is on.
Dude.
Odie's just racking up that instack.
Dude, imagine the Blood Rage Sanity's Eclipse.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're going to get demolished. Or we're really, really wrong.
I think Alliance is really happy with the lineup they got.
Oh, man.
Really, the only question mark is the Bloodseeker.
I think he'll do fine. Like I guess they can pressure him a bit, just because like if Nico Baby's careless into like blood raging himself
And
into a roll.
Tiny, yeah, or a roll.
No, I'm just talking about the laning phase, like into a roll, and then the Timber has like Timber Chain and rolling that they can do a lot of damage, and it's just an Ogre pos 5, so they don't. Ogre can't really protect the Bloodseeker if ever they jump on him.
But Alliance are so good at bullying that I imagine Nico Baby's going to have constant thirst stacks active during the laning phase. Because 33, we already saw how dominant he is with Fada. And
yeah, there's going to be a lot of low HP heroes for sure in the map. Tiny's going to be always low because of the constant astral spams. Yeah, I feel like for Liquid to stand a chance, Taiga has to do a lot in this game. He's gotta like at some point in the game he's gonna have to abandon Boxy at top and just try to enable this Tiny to be able to roam and make space for this gyrocopter.
do you need a Spirit Vessel builder against a Bloodseeker or no?
No, I don't. It's not really that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think you'd rather have like more sustain. I think for him, a Veil into a BKB would be good, just to stand and fight against the OD. And give some amplified damage for the Timber and the Gyro.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. We're kind of the mind that but maybe they know something. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
A bad start.
Taiga actually holding on to a point. He didn't want to roll out there early.
Yeah, I think if ever they find someone, they're gonna... Oh, Taiga broke smoke, maybe.
Nico Baby. Wrap around. They see him. Okay, chasing. They have the Astro there.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Moving forward for it. Rooted. Stunned. Roll forward. Looking for more. Trying to take down Nico Baby. Everybody's all around him. And he will have another Blood Right in a second. Limp. No more Astro body blocks.
He's fine.
Trying to save his life. Oh, Phonic shot it off afterwards immediately. They're all silenced. Dude, what is happening?
Oh my god.
5v5 in the jungle. Boxy, you gotta get away, my dude. Liquid already have lost one. Handskin. He's gonna have another Fade Bolt in the second. Limp. He has the Astral. Slow down route. Insania saves the day.
Salve Nico Baby, someone?
No. You fend for yourself.
Rubik has salve. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Cancel salve?
Let me go for the YOLO roll. Man, 33 took a long journey. As soon as he saw that brawl breaking out, he started making his way.
He saved the first blood.
For real.
Yeah.
A Tiny would have got the first blood. He wanted to throw that 33.
At 33, also going to pick up both of those bounties, so...
And it's going to be tri-lane v tri-lane.
3 for 1.
Who got the... Oh, yeah, 33 got the first blood. Yeah, so he's going to be perfectly okay in a solo lane.
I think eventually he's just going to be cutting creep wave. He doesn't really want to play the lane against Boxy.
Well, we'll have to... I'm assuming there's not going to be kills in the other lanes. So we're just going to keep our eye down here bottom, see what happens, and see what goes on with the CS on the other side. Silence going to connect there.
So much damage. Oh, the range creep.
Oh, got him. So, yeah.
So you said Bloodseeker does not do particularly well in tri-lanes. Is that just because he has 3 people who may take advantage of his Blood Rage, or what? Like 3 people who can hit him while he has Blood Rage is tied there? Okay.
You can abuse the Blood Rage timing.
Handskin.
Dude, these neutral creeps are poisoning Taiga so much.
The root gets the vision. Handskin jukes around the side. Oh, the juke. Oh, Handskin gets the juke. But is it going to be enough? One more hit. It's not quite enough damage. And the last one's going to come through. That was really close. And now...
Dude, fought it with his Orb of Venom.
Gives him the punches. He takes off the Orb of Venom from him, and that's going to keep him alive.
The range creep, sad.
So 2-1 so far.
And Rubik just comes right back.
Roll in on Fata. They decide to turn now onto Taiga.
Oh, Nico maybe didn't learn a Blood Rage. It's a bit interesting. How is he gonna get his life back?
He's got stick at least.
Blood Rage is also pretty good, like using it as an offensive tool. Get that amp damage up.
Right.
To put it on like one of his supports, or to put it on the enemy?
Put it on the enemy,
Okay.
like when they're trying their spells.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, good job by
he
Nico.
missed.
But Mickey tries
Dude,
to run
thirst,
away.
though.
Orb of Venom Thirst.
Moving forward for it.
Body
but the body blocks keeping them alive, and they're going to end up finding that stun follow-up. Blood right out again. He dodges it, still trying to escape, but all the thirst brings him down.
Yeah.
As they get the vision.
Okay, maybe Bloodseeker is pretty strong in the tri-lane. I think it's just the ogre. It's the ogre factor. Like, this guy's just like a meat shield.
He's looking real good doing it. Other lanes, while this is all going on, we see a DD now onto Koikva, and he is 13-8 versus 7-1 for Limp. That is pretty rough.
Yeah, DD Rune's pretty good at he can last at everything.
Yeah. And top side, Boxy 15-1 now versus the 17-1 of the ABBA. So 3-3 just going to try and farm up the camp while simultaneously getting on that small camp. Or
He's
rather
just gonna keep cutting the creep wave. No point hitting against the Timber.
All right, so what's Nico Baby's 3rd skill point going to go into?
I think it should be Blood Rage.
Okay.
I like Blood Right.
If not, yeah, Blood Rage can work well too. Just because, I like how he bought a Bracer, because he knows he's going to be tanking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Value.
He has no regen though, so I think he has to take Blood Rage now.
Yeah. Blood Rage.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, he learned
level. Oh, what the?
He's just fighting.
Dude, this is hype.
Dude, this is what you got to do. This is the play right here.
This is 175 pure damage.
Yeah. If you can get onto 2 of them, that's such value.
Oh, and they're all, there's only one more salve on Liquid side.
Oh, he may have gotten 2nd point Blood Right, so he stops losing all these range creeps.
That could be it too.
He just needs to last hit properly. He's gonna get
Yeah, scrub. Come on.
He would have gotten scolded by Mushi. Stop missing your last hits, bro.
Let's play some Dota.
Taiga.
In trouble. Oh, TPing out.
That's a good decision.
But then he's not going to be able to contest the bounty rune, and it should be 2 bounties for Alliance at bottom.
Yeah, they went all the way. He went all the way back to base. He didn't even go to the tower.
Okay, maybe he can reach.
We'll see.
No, I think he's going to go smoke up and put some wards.
They get the pull off to the side here. Fata denying out some of that, and it looks like they have found Insania, who's going to take a wall. Nice play there, but that's only giving him really taking off the silence, and still ends up dying. And now with the battle for the bounty runes going all the way of Alliance, although it looks like Boxy might be able to pick up the other one.
Or Spirit tried to go on mid. I think Limp was able to get away.
No.
Not enough damage.
Oh,
Koikva's in trouble.
Yeah.
Astro?
Has it back up again.
He's dead.
Earthsphere wants to come back.
He's
All
dead.
right.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get here in time. In fact, it does. Just barely. Moving himself to get rid of the tower. Taiga. Oh, give it to him. That was sick.
Fairy Fire clutch.
That was sick.
Pretty good item.
Dude, I don't know if we're going to call that a bait or a mistake, but right now I'll give credit to Mr. Koikva. We'll call it a bait.
Shiny has a bracer, so maybe that's why he just barely survived that Astral. And Nico Baby spends his 4th point into the Blood Rage. But I guess the Tri-Line has kind of dismantled at this point, so he can't rely on the Ogre to be that meat shield.
Yeah.
And Hanskin, he's going in deep.
Gets rolled on, and that will be the death of him.
What was he doing there?
I don't know.
Oh, I think he was trying to get the bottom rune, and then he got caught off guard.
He had a ward too. He could have tried to like sneak up there and scout out what was going on the rest of the way. Like we we're talking about, mid lane still relatively even, but we've now got the tri-lane versus tri-lane again down bottom, and maybe some more blood will be spilled. Taiga kind of looking, but no opening. And Nico Baby's just backing out, knowing that there could have been a kill there. I'm gonna pull the wave back closer to him. So far, so good. Still just super quiet early going here, as nobody really wants to get that involved.
Yep. Earth Spirit looking to roam mid, but I don't think this. Oh, Tiny has Arcane Rune and bottle charges.
They just spotted him right here.
Yeah.
A little bit of vision there from the ward. Roll? Yeah, he's out.
Nico Baby is not really getting as many thirst stacks as I was expecting. Timbersaw is doing extremely well against this Abaddon, which makes sense. Abaddon's a strength hero, so.
I think he's just avoiding the Timber. He's just dragging a creep wave, trying to fight away from him. See, like he just dragged.
Yeah.
So
I just would assume that like with Aphotic Shield purging off Whirling Death, and Abaddon should be pretty good, but it's pretty even.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to play in the lane. He's just playing in the river.
Left back. Using blood right there, but not really able to connect it, as they didn't have Fata nearby, and the placement was right on top. Get the deny and the illusion rune as well. And now the rotation coming up top to find Boxy, but looks like Limp gets spotted out, and so won't be able to make anything happen there. 8 minutes in, top of the net worth right now is the Tiny and the Timber, but every one of the cores pretty much has had a good time except for the
Roll, bot, Hanskin.
OD.
Oh, what a kick.
Oh, nicely played. They're going to lose the Ogre, but in turn, chase forward for Hanskin. Nothing left in the tank. He is going to drop to Mickey, it looks like, unless there's some type of magical play here, but pops a stick charge, turns it back around again. Man, in a lot of trouble. Nico Baby goes down, and 3-3 has also shown up now. This bottom lane pops the borrowed time, still going to be chased down, and Boxy gets the chakram on him, but won't be able to find the follow-up. All hell broke loose down there. Oh? Is he going to drop it? I thought about it.
Yeah, that DD rune for the Tiny really gave him a good, gave him an edge in the laning phase. Good rotation by Boxy. They got a bottom tower.
Yeah, and he forced 33 down here also, so now 33 is stuck jungling.
Limp has to be careful. Can't be too aggressive.
I'll let her spirit again moving in. But scouted out by this ward. Just getting all the vision whenever that Earth Spirit rotates over. Nobody dealing with top lane right now, as the majority of Dire was just trying to keep this bottom lane under control. And Fata and 3-3 now going to see if they can make this move.
Whoa.
That was
a roll into the toss. Rupture.
Chase forward. Blood right on all of them. Lip is here. Doesn't decide to go for the save.
No, I think that's better.
And now
Silence.
Drop the hammer.
makes it happen, drops it there, and Boxy now also in a lot of trouble. One more hit is all they needed, but they weren't quite able to get it.
Nico Baby's super thirsty though. He can chase this down.
Run away!
Yeah, but he's got to be careful. He can turn around and just chalk him, and then maybe.
This is so much damage. He's got to be super careful. And in fact, Boxy thinking about turning back on to Nico Baby. In the meantime, 3-3 takes down Mikke in the bot lane. So they just ran him into the trees.
Yeah.
Probably just bloodlusted and just whacked him down. Jesus. Oh, the region rune. Nico Baby wants it.
Rip.
Not going to get there. So he's going to go for drums, it looks like, on Nico Baby. To help survive the burst, I guess.
33 is also going for drums though.
Yeah, I think it's a bit. That's bad, just because you don't want 2 drums on your team. It's not like I'd prefer Nico just going for another item over the drums.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised that neither of them are going for Radiance, either the Abaddon or the Bloodseeker. Like, I know it may not be the optimal build, but these fights are going to go long enough that, like, with an Oracle on the enemy team, there's no way that a Bloodseeker can, like, instantly rupture and, like, eliminate someone out of the fight. So for an extended fight, I would feel that you want to take advantage of as much thirst as you can. But both of them are going for mid-game oriented items. Both of them are going for the same item, the drum, on both the Abaddon and the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I think they didn't really discuss the items. Usually, like in game, you'd want to discuss, or like, are you going drums? And then the other person doesn't want to go drums anymore. Like, because if Abaddon didn't want to go drums, maybe he goes for a Vlad's. Vlad's is always good.
Oh yeah, Vlad's would have been good.
Rupture here, maybe? They're thinking about it.
Lift into Rupture. That's bad. Can you? Oh, no TP. They know no TP.
Okay, well, Bloodlight laid down. Insania's here for the save. A lot of
He's going to get a lot of int off of this guy.
They kill off one.
And he's
Boxy.
silenced now.
Or left to go. Taiga jumps into this too, but already they're going to kill off that Timbersaw. It is a huge magnetize, but not looking like it's going to be nearly enough. Fata dropping down somewhat low. Mikke's in the bush as well, but Nico Baby chasing forward now. After they've already taken down the OD, can they get out with the rest of these heroes?
Oh, he's disarmed. He can't do anything.
Nico.
That's nice. Oh, toss back. Rooted now as well, but the blood rate's down. Nico Baby's super low. Robotic shield. Robotic shield's there for the save. And it looks like they're finally going to decide to back out. Handskin is going to pay the price. Still a very value trade as 2 cores went down for 1.
That was a great buyback by Insania. If he did not re-enter that fight, that could have gone catastrophically worse.
But Alliance only lost 2, right? And then I think Liquid lost 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was still pretty bad, but...
And now they're going to be... Boxy's going to die again!
Dude.
It keeps happening.
Bruh. Oh, man, what is... That's not the way to do it. And then...
people,
oh, Lord.
You got to remember the cooldown. The Rupture is so fast. It's only 1 minute cooldown. Yeah, that's a big mistake. And that's a dieback from...
Insania.
Insania.
For 45 seconds.
Yeah. Liquid is not doing it.
Oh, Lord. I mean, there's bound to be some memes in this cast. Let's be real here. 2,000 gold lead.
You think they misclicked the gyro this time?
I don't think so, man. All right, well, they got to get their feet back under them here. But the dangerous part is that, like, this is a lineup, again, from Liquid that wants to be active and fighting right now. Like, got this gyrocopter that's got a really strong timing.
Can you fight more than a Rupture cooldown, though? Because it's up again.
Oh, the Boxy's going to run into it. Run into them. Oh,
dude.
Oh, Rupture that man.
Oh, he's here again. They've got another save. Boxy's going to be so tilted.
Okay. Burn 2 centuries for it.
What the hell?
Well, no big deal. It's going to be off cooldown in 45 seconds.
I feel like it's too fast cooldown. Like, that's why I'm shocked Bloodseeker's not picked so much. It's so crazy. It's pure damage.
Pure damage.
Yeah.
He keeps putting the Fate's Edict on him, but he keeps bleeding out.
It kills people again.
Yeah, man, that was a weird era when it was like the new mana leak.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of happy they made that change because, like, Bloodseeker was so strong, like where Thirst gave damage.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, that's
how are you
true.
supposed to win against him in the lane?
Yeah, that was the ridiculous moment.
But yeah, he got the Ice Frog nerf for he's unplayable for a long time.
It happens to the best of them. Literally to the best of them. So, let's see. I mean, again, I'm liking kind of how Liquid are moving around the map in terms of like getting some decent farm down here. Tygus pushing in the bottom wave. He needs levels. But Alliance have been doing a good job of staying together and not overextending, most times at least.
You got a siege creep mid. Will he get the full silence off?
Yes,
he does.
he will. And where's the Fortune's End? Not deciding to use it yet.
Hitting the tower.
Just the silence tower just in case.
Okay.
Rupture, not going to be used.
Just blood right it out for the moment. They have another round of this if they want, but yeah, Liquid making sure they do not want to lose this mid-tier 1 tower for nothing.
That's an A-plot. Yeah, got one more attack off.
All right.
Did they smoke again? Oh. Yeah, they did.
And mainly just Fata trying to get some vision down there, push out the wave. So Limp hasn't had the most farm in this game, but still been pretty active, and now is going to have that Veil done once he finishes off this camp. Something that we did see a lot of in the Southeast Asian OD games was the Veil OD, which kind of like.
Yeah, the inherent sustain from the item is just so nice for an OD, because he never has mana issues, but he always has HP issues. So that Helm of Iron Will helps out quite a bit.
Oh, and Timber's going for a Blade Mail. I like that a lot. Uh-oh. Blink, toss back. Nico, baby. Gotta get out of here, my man. They have the other stolen Chakram, but it's not going to be enough, and Nico, baby, is going to drop. But yeah, when he gets ruptured, man, just start Timber chaining around. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And it's also pretty good against OD, just because he still doesn't have BKB, and all the damage will be reflected.
Oh, what a kick to the high ground.
Dude, 3-3. Pops the borrowed time, runs away. Boxy eating his own Chakram.
This is bad.
Coming over by Handskin. They throw him back into it. Ends up getting saved at the last second. Quakeville low on mana, though. The toss back into the midst of all of them. They have the root down onto 2. The stolen Chakram thrown back onto him. Boxy is going to be able to live through it all, though. So Liquid finding their moment.
That could have gone even worse. Koikfa ended up blinking into the Sanity's Eclipse, so he didn't have the mana for the Avalanche toss, but he had enough for the toss through OD back into the grinder, and Taiga with these magnetizes are doing so much damage.
Yeah, I think Alliance has to just chill a bit. They're not really ready when when Liquid wants to fight. I think they should just wait for Nico Baby to get his BKB, and he shouldn't be too afraid to fight anymore.
Yeah, the OD is just queuing up the sheep next. Meanwhile, the pipe going to be completed for 3-3. Do we have any of those team fight oriented items coming out on the Liquid? Not really. That's one of the problems with Timber Saw is you kind of don't end up building a lot of those same team fight items like, at least to the same extent that the Abba does.
Yeah, because you kind of want to be able to deal damage as a Timber Saw, and just have more mana regen and.
And it's hard to itemize versus a Bloodseeker because a lot of his damage is pure, so you can't do anything against that.
Right.
And so all these bracers that Liquid have seem to mainly just be geared towards the OD. Like Boxy has 2 bracers, Mike has a bracer, Koikfa has a bracer.
Taiga is going to be going for a Veil, so that's going to be a nice part of it, but the Veil from the OD is going to be so much more powerful because they have a pipe on Alliance in a little bit here.
It seems like Nico Baby is going to go for his Radiance after the BKB.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nifty, nifty.
Yeah, the BKB means that he can fight on demand now.
Yeah, because he's scared to go in just because of that. If the Tiny goes on him and follow up with the gyro, he can get bursted down.
Yeah, he can't blood rage himself however he wants to. He has to be so careful about how he does it.
Good pick off there by Koikva. It's one of the few heroes that they can actually burst.
Bounty runes.
Vata in no man's land.
That's not going to happen.
Very happy to take that kill.
Alliance forgot about timing, and I think they lose 4 bounty runes.
Let's see if Quakefoot goes for it.
Nico gets 1, so 3-1.
So it is going to be the BKB picked up now for that Bloodseeker, though. Has it done? We'll see if they want to just press go, because Mickey is actually about to have his done too.
Yeah, but if they see that he has BKB up, they can just keep the Rupture on the Gyro just to like make him stay put, and they kill the others.
Okay.
Would you put it on Gyro or Tiny?
The Rupture?
Yeah.
I think Gyro.
Okay.
Because Tiny's gonna be initiating, right? So if he goes in, I'd prefer Rubik just being ready to lift him, or Ogre to Fire Blast.
Right. Toss back on 33.
Oh, not bad. Borrowed time though. Chase forward, they throw out the stun, hang on to it for the moment. It could be the beginnings of a fight as the BKB is ready from Mickey if he wants to go in onto all of them. Chase forward for more Quake, but Toss combo, BKB is out. They're all starting to drop. They drop down the hammer, but he's already got the BKB. Is going to end up falling.
Nico
so they
Baby.
kill off the OD and Nico Baby, wanting to clean up the scraps if they can. They buy back on this OD. Mickey's ruptured. Chase forward looking for more.
He's going to
chain. It's not quite enough.
He's so thirsty.
Chase forward, the punch coming. Is it going to be there? Mickey's walking away. They can't get the kill. Limp still able to keep his carry alive for the moment, but do they have a second round? Mickey lives through it all. Liquid, they're making it happen. They take them all down and looking for one more. The man that started it all, Quakeva, trying to find that toss back onto 3-3 as Alliance are in the dirt. Holy hell, that was a big BKB reveal, and Mickey able to live through it all.
Yeah, so Bloodseeker did not have a TP available. He was farming top, and he just had to run all the way to the mid lane. But the problem is the OD blew the Sanity's Eclipse on his first life. Yeah, because I think he did not want to buy back. It was just after he saw Bloodseeker running, he was like, I guess I have to buy back. But he had no int stacked up for the Sanity's Eclipse. It was used on a BKB Gyrocopter. And Tiny didn't really take that much damage.
I think it only hit the Timber, and I think Timber had Fate's Edict on him.
Yeah, I think he did.
Well, and again, we talked about the strength of this Alliance draft, and it's based upon that OD and that ability. And when it doesn't get off in the right way, it's tough.
And poor Nico BB. Insania did such a good job. He was body blocking the Bloodseeker. He was rooting him. He was disarming him. It was so difficult for Bloodseeker to finish off any target. Because if he was able to Blood Rage heal off of one of them, then he would have just kept plowing through the rest of Liquid.
Yeah.
Now, we've all played a game or two of Underlords. It's dangerous that the Bloodseeker gets out of control.
Yeah, once you get that one kill and you get so much HP back, keeps on going.
Whew, 4,000 gold lead. You see the swing back the other direction. It's like game number 1.
Yep.
Is it going to be the same story?
I just feel like Alliance are not like fighting in their terms, and they're just always reacting to what like Liquid's doing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
BKB? No, he doesn't even activate it. Oh, was he stunned immediately by the Rolling Thunder? I mean,
and I think he could have popped it, but
during the avalanche.
After the toss, I think, because he got Ava toss right away.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the tips. There's going to be a lot of tips this game, I think. Well, tier 2 tower gonna drop on down. Is Mickey feeling mighty fine? The scans are there. They know that people are nearby, but do they know how many? Fata moving in. Hanskin tier 2. And just like that, they can't go up the hill.
Calling. He can't reach.
No.
Oh, they're queuing up the route afterwards.
I don't think this is good though. Like,
takes off the aphotic shield.
He's out.
Wow. Okay. Did Fata not stun, or he was stunned?
It may have been on cooldown.
The toss back again. I mean, that's not the worst target to get, but that's fine. Borrowed time has already popped. Actually, they can't really stick around now. Good stun.
Maybe sees the Timber Saw, he can't rupture him because of this blade mail.
Dude, they're ready for a toss back again. Oh God, who are they gonna find?
Nico Baby has become.
Quakefoot, they got him. Pull him back in. That's onto one. Fada is going to drop, but can they find any more? Quakefoot, super low, but not dead as of yet. He's being healed back up by the Oracle. He's bottling through it as well. But Nico Baby looks like he's eventually going to be able to claim his target. Gets that kill in turn. They bought back already on Fada. He's into the fray. Handskin living for the moment, but is eventually going to die.
This is good for Alliance.
Who else can they chase down?
Boxy does not have the mana for another chain. If he gets hit by one more Arcane Orb, well, but OD's out of mana, and the silence.
Him! Oh, he gets out! Tiger! Oh, what a player!
Oh my god, he
kicks
boosts
him
33 away.
Trying to run.
Silence.
He is going to get the roll away. Couldn't drop the bullet. He didn't have any left in the tank, but Taiga,
And he gets the
man on the Earth Spirit. I mean, they lost a couple, but they did it in style. Yeah, I just did that.
They were able to salvage that horrible situation, only losing the Tiny and the Oracle. But like, the reason why I was saying it was bad for Liquid is prolonged fights where OD and Bloodseeker stay up. It's really bad for them. Like OD gets his instacks, Bloodseeker's thirst just runs them down.
Yeah, somehow OD ran out of mana. I don't, maybe if he activated Equilibrium too soon or something, but he was not able to get very many Arcane Orb stacks.
Ooh, he's got the Mystic Staff though, so
Okay.
his hammer's gonna start doing a lot of damage. And I don't think anyone has Hood.
No, I think that they still have not bought any of those.
Okay, so Tiny has a BKB,
Yeah, his is 10 seconds.
Gyro BKB, and the Earth Spirit almost has his BKB.
But Gyro bought his so early on, and he's not even going for the Aghanim Scepter. Gyro's going from Drum BKB into Butterfly. And it looks like Nico Baby abandons the plan for the Radiance after dying one too many times and goes for a Maelstrom instead.
I prefer this, because if you don't have a smooth game as Bloodseeker and you still go Radiance, it's not that effective anymore.
Yeah.
Just because they have some items, and you know, I prefer him going like Mjolnir into like, if he sees that the Gyro has Butterfly queued up, maybe into an MKB into then Abyssal.
Yeah.
Just start whacking them.
But I'm definitely feeling what you're saying about these like long extended team fights, particularly without having like that much magic resistance on the side of Liquid, with Mjolnir going, and I mean just every little thing that happens over time, even ignites and stuff, starts to stack up.
Does that Sentry see that ward over here?
It's on the edge. I don't know. We'll find out. We will see.
Dire scan does not catch Nico Baby. He goes south.
I think they know where he is though.
They know?
Oh, Taiga's gonna start rolling in.
Oh, they see a Blood Right. They see the outskirts of the Blood Right. Nico Baby.
Yeah, pops the BKB. Wise
Rupture.
decision. The rest of his team is not nearby, so he is just going to leave that one to be.
Liquid's happy with that 7-second BKB now on Nico Baby. Oh, Fata went through the trees. Didn't get to see the ward.
Man, I didn't think about that. I need to be more careful about how I cast Blood Right, because it was that AoE that they saw that he was farming that camp.
And the smoke broke on the Earth Spirit. So.
Oh, he was smoked?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a Lotus Orb for Boxy, which is going to be pretty solid to deal with that silence, but they still have to worry about those other ways of interrupting the chain.
And he can, if he has the timing right, he can reflect that rupture.
Right. Yeah, that just destroys Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But top lane in the meantime going to be pushed up by Nico Baby. He does have a TP this time around. So we'll see. Are there any pings up there realizing where the Bloodseeker is? Doesn't look like they had their eye on the map.
Oh, he's TPing into this shrine.
Okay.
Boxy's gonna get silence.
He has his BKB here.
That's about him doing literally no damage.
They have all the vision in the world.
Hitting so
Baby.
fast with no damage.
Think about throwing that out. Quakefoot trying to find the back line, not able to get it as of yet. They have borrowed time, gonna pop it now, and he needs to get out of here.
Alliance can't fight if borrowed time's down.
So we'll see what Liquid can do in the meantime.
Why do you think this Gyrocopter skipped Aghanim Scepter? Just not even considering it, just going for...
I'm actually not sure, because Aghanims does increase your like rate of farm. And I think they were just planning on fighting a lot, because maybe they feel like they're on a timer based on like OD like going into the late game. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously Butterfly is very good against OD and Gyro.
OD and Bloodseeker.
I mean, yeah, Bloodseeker, and I think he just wants to fight more frequently with the team. He just wants to push the advantage.
Definitely has to be careful about that OD though, because he doesn't have a ton of int right now on the Gyro.
Yeah, if they ever manage to get this Blood Rage Sanity's Eclipse combo,
it's gonna be terrifying.
It's so scary. It's so scary. Like, there's no defense. There's no way you can save the OD. Like, there's only a Apodic Shield, and if a Tiny jumps him, I think he's gonna be dying.
It's just because they never get to initiate fights. Oh my god, the smoke.
Limp, first one in. Oh, that's not good, my dude. 4-step, pull back in silence. Oh, that was never gonna be good. Handskin, he's also gonna get revealed. Holy Toledo Alliance. It's ran into death.
No one has a Blink Dagger on Alliance, and so no one can ever start a fight. Literally every single fight is just Tiny fishing for tossbacks.
Why is OD the one walking in front, too?
Yeah, they didn't read the map properly, or maybe...
that's unfortunate.
OD was so close to his Hex before that happened.
And now they're moving into the pit.
I don't think they can contest. They should enforce the buyback. But it's not the fastest Roche.
Yeah, they're stalling it.
He can keep on throwing Blood Rights in there at least. Messing with them. Trying to draw that aggro of Roche. Blood Right goes down again. They can throw out some ignites if they want.
Back in 3 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, Tiny.
They're keeping him on fire.
Oh my god, these mashes, these Roche mashes.
Dude, the stun. That combo breaker comes out. They have the Blood Right that's going to be in the midst of all of them as well.
What happened to the Gyro?
I don't know. He got like multicasted or something.
And he has to TP to the shrine.
No, Alliance should just go Roche.
All right. I mean, Gyrocopter's still going to be here. He's coming back in, but he doesn't have the BKB afterwards. Now the BKB coming from Koikva tries to get the push back in, but they kill off the OD for a second round, and now Alliance in a ton of trouble. They have the silence onto Timber, which is going to stop the chase. And it looks like they'll be able to finish off Roche, as Alliance just cannot walk back into there. So they end up losing the OD. They burn some BKB charges, but it's not great.
Yeah. I think Alliance has to stall. Like, let this OD get Hex. And he definitely needs a BKB, otherwise this Tiny's just always going to jump him. This Earth Spirit's always going to silence him, and he's not going to be able to do anything in these team fights.
He has to farm up like 5k gold before he can fight them, because he still wants to finish off his Hex.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
It's hard out here.
I think that's the only way for them to come back. Otherwise, it's more like OD has to stay really, really back. You know, just play like as a Astral support. Cover 3-3 or cover Nico Baby, who's standing in front.
I mean, the problem though with that too is that like Nico Baby doesn't really want to fight unless there's a lot of thirst stacks too. So it's like the only one that can really be out front is Abba, and it's not like he really does that much damage.
Yeah.
This game is super hard.
At least they have pretty good ways of stopping high ground breaches between Fade Bolt and Blood Right and Aphotic Shields.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can stall a tier 3 push, but
I'd like if like Hans King went for a Glimmer, just to like help protect the OD and himself.
Yeah.
Glimmer's always good.
Tiny's almost got nags. So we have a short little pause here. 11,000 gold lead right now for Team Liquid. And they still have 3.5 minutes on that Aegis as they just picked it up. I mean, with the tier 2s down, do you just think about a high ground push at this point, or do you play it safe and just wait for Alliance to come out and find a pick off that way?
It's hard to go high ground just because of the amount of spam. Like Bloodseeker and Rubik can just clear the wave right away. I'd like for Liquid, I would prefer them just trying to control the map, keep lane, 2 waves pushed in, and just try to keep catching heroes who are trying to go out and farm.
Yeah, because OD...
Put some lane wards and try to catch.
He has to farm so much in these upcoming minutes, and so he has to be out in dangerous positions.
Mm-hmm.
And with no BKB, he can't, like,
He's not gonna team fight.
Yeah.
Does Nico Baby have no items? He has one offhand dagger. What the hell?
It's not a Bloodseeker player.
Where's his TI money? What the heck? Oh, this guy right here, though, he's got the cosmetics. What is he even grabbing for right now? Look at this thing.
I think he's putting the shield on him. That's the animation
Oh yeah,
of the shield.
yeah, he's midcast animation.
It's like, here, take this game. I give it to you.
Dude, the Abaddon sets that came out were pretty dope.
I
There's
like
two of them. Like one of them's like a Grim Reaper, and then just this one.
Yeah. I have the Grim Reaper one. I like that one a lot. It's pretty sick. Oracle. He has a couple sets now. Not really a fan of many of them. Good old Gyrocop. So, 33 minutes in. I don't know. What do you guys think about this lineup that we've seen? I mean, both teams have kind of looked really impressive in each of their games. This one, is it just down to draft as far as who you feel like has been able to come out on top? Like, is there a clear skill difference between these two teams?
No, I think it's game. Oh, I hear Hansen again.
Nice
Stuff dodges it.
No, he's just
Oh, he can get the Timber Chain.
Oh, Timber Chain into TP? Oh.
What did he Timber Chain to that tree over there?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So like game one was more of the Timber really causing too much problems. This game, I thought Alliance had an advantage, but I think they just made a few mistakes. Especially that mid one where the OD bought out and he died back.
Yeah.
They just took bad fights.
Yeah. Looks like they've got Aghanims done now on Tiny.
Satanic's gonna be up soon on Gyro. They can't go for him.
Nico Baby's working his way to a Satanic of his own, but he's still a long way away.
Yeah.
I don't even know the order of operations of like who you try and kill here. I guess
OD.
Oh.
Just TP out. TP out.
He
doesn't have
can't. It's on
TP.
cooldown.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Maybe he can hide
Oh,
and they're
the
gonna think he
jukes.
TP'd out.
They have scan. No, they don't have scan.
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh my! Seriously?
Get in the
Oh my
stay
God!
there.
He's so close.
You can't go in there. You can't go in there. I always get like screwed up because like you used to be
Oh
able
my
to
God!
Look at this.
Oh my God!
you used to be able to go through that pathing.
And now there's a tree in the way.
Yeah.
Like, please.
That's why you got the quelling blade, Mike.
Oh yeah.
All right, he's out of there. Is he gonna stay to cut a wave?
Yes.
I mean, he earned it. He can do it at this point.
But I like this idea from Limp. Skipping out the Hex and just going BKB because there's no way he could just stand and hit people if he has no BKB.
All right. So he'll have it in a little while.
No one is defending
Alliance,
tier
your
3. There are
top-
2
your-
siege
your
creeps.
Top lane, guys.
Hello?
That's not good.
Yo, these siege creeps. Mika's like, alright, sweet push.
You're gonna be forced to use a glyph because of this, guys.
It's not great. It's not the best thing in the world. Quick stun comes out there, but the Fate's Edict
Yo, are they
keeping
just
him
gonna
healthy.
straight up get a tier 3?
They're trying to. 3-3, walking in. Trying to keep him back if possible. Taking that extra damage now onto Fada. Quake was off to the side also. Tiny throwing out the barrage. The deforestation is real. But they also have a rupture now into Timbersaw, which is going to wear off in a second. 3-3, still doesn't pop the borrowed time. They get the tier 3 tower.
BKB's up on Limp.
Do they want to stay for any more?
Yeah, they know they're strong. They smell blood.
Bloodseeker.
What can he do? Blood right out. Trying to kill off these creeps. And Limp, BKB is done. So they have a way to take this fight if they need to. All right, throw out some damage there.
I mean, he still has the Aegis, yeah.
20 seconds until it's going to be reclaimed.
They have to be careful. If Alliance times it perfectly, maybe... Okay, never mind. He's full HP.
Yeah.
He used Satanic.
They could still take this fight, though, with only 10 seconds left on. Look what they're going to back out. They know the timing. So they're just going to retreat, play it safe.
No, Aghanim's almost up on... No, they saw the smoke. Tree almost... All of a sudden disappeared on the map.
Oh, they know Aegis is down.
It just down. McKay still walking like he has the Aegis. Quakefa there too. Chase, Avalanche, not on the mark. Taiga chasing into this. Have the BKB, might need to pop it now. Turns to fight. See if they can get him down. That's the Astral Connection already there. There's going to be the false promise. Keeping Taiga alive. McKay thinking about going back in, interrupting the jump out. Magnetize now out onto all 5 of them.
Down already now.
Toss. Oh God, it's all happening at once as Alliance are getting chewed apart. They take down 3-3 after the fact. Although he's just going to be able to get the walk away. They pick up the gem. It's a buyback from Nico Baby. OD doesn't have a buyback. And that was not the fight. Holy smokes.
So OD BKB'd, and then he was initially building up quite a bit of int on the Earth Spirit, but then the Earth Spirit BKB'd, and then he could no longer gain any more Arcane Orb stacks.
Because he had Astral the Gyro.
Right, and that didn't last for very long because dude has Satanic, so he just pieced out. And then OD was still, I mean, like, a 10-second BKB is pretty nice, but he was still hanging around. BKB timed out, and then suddenly Quakefa on his Tiny re-entered the fight and did exactly what he's been doing all game long before OD had the BKB, which is just constantly Avalanche tossing him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. Alliance probably only has like another shot of a team fight. If they lose that, I think this game's over and donezo.
Abaddon does have he does have the Aghanims.
Abaddon.
Dear Abby.
Yeah, but I don't think this Aghanims is enough. Like, I think they need him to do damage just based on how OD's game is going, you know?
Yeah. I'm curious to check out the damage numbers at the end of this game.
They really, Tiny and Earthspirit really got into this OD's game.
Yeah, these, like, it will be Avalanche toss, and then OD's like, it's cool, I can Astral myself, and then immediately Earthspirit gets the silence. Taiga's so good on Earthspirit.
Yeah, he's had one hell of a game.
Very impressive showing for sure. A smoke up.
Yeah.
Who do they find?
They have literally no vision. All they see is Quakefa mid.
Oh, there's Boxy. They have the long-range rupture. They can get him from all the way over here. But
a Lotus Orb.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
And the Blade Mail.
Okay. Boxy walks up the hill. They got him now. Rupture.
He's not dying.
As the Blade Mail afterwards, thinking about popping it. They pull him back in, building up the stacks of the end. It's going to get a lot of them here.
Okay.
He can't really run away. They throw in the forest, and Mickey moves in. He's going to be ready to pop the BKB if he wants to. Taiga, his own BKB, controlling up and chasing down this other, as Nico Baby is just tickling him. Absolutely no damage. They've already lost both the supports. Tries to find the kill onto Boxy, and Boxy is not even going to drop. This man gets away.
Silence.
Another round of it.
Idiot
TP's out of here. OD is dead. Stick a fork in him. Alliance are done. Holy hell. They buying some bots and coming back in? What's happening here? I'm just going to make the walk.
Nico Baby with the YOLO Blade Mail. It's this or nothing.
He's got to get something, man. So Mickey walks up front and center. Taking down the tier 3 tower with the double siege there. They do have a glyph if they want to use it, which they will pop now, so the catapults will die to the triple shot. But now the rest of Liquid is here. Still 25 seconds with no OD, but it looks like they're going to play it safe. Head on back to take down the big man Roche.
Yeah, it's looking grim. Abaddon realizing he needs to do some damage, queuing up a Radiance.
No one is really scary to Liquid on Alliance. Like, all these heroes are like, OD, Sanders Cliffs, whatever. Bloodseeker, he doesn't really do that much. Abaddon, Aghanim, Scepter, we can take a long fight after bar time cools ends. And Handskin's Rubik has really not been able to steal very much.
Yeah.
What's there to steal, though?
Yeah, that's true. At best, you steal Oracle stuff, but Oracle's so far off the map.
Rupture. Fata trying to throw out these stuns and keep him alive, but he is also going to die, it looks like.
Oh, the Aghanims on...
Oh, they saved him last second there. Okay.
Quick for BKB, though.
Not bad. And they kick out of the game. Rubik is gone. The Timber Chain not going to connect, but they still are making this move down.
Oh my God, the volley.
Oh, jeez. And Boxy has his eyes on the prize.
Oh, he's
Yule
dead.
Scepter lift up, and GG is called. So Lions throwing the towel in this game number 2. And we wouldn't want any other way. We're going to a game number 3, boys.
Every good movie has a trilogy. This is the Civil War after
Twilight?
Twilight. That's exactly what came to mind.
Radiant team ban.
You get it.
See before.
He does. Might be helpful.
Hot on flustered now.
Just a lot of pressure on you. Yeah, I mean, over in the other series, in the E series, I've noticed that Timbersaur's been picked up in both of their games as well. Haven't seen a single Timbersaur in CIS, so there you go. You know, every region, every game, every match has its own little meta which develops, which is always fun. I always enjoy that part of Dota 2. And yeah, Albert Gold, Hellraisers, these two teams obviously probably know each other very, very well. I would imagine there's been plenty of scrims between these two. They're in the same region. They've definitely played against each other a lot before, I would guess.
Remaining.
Give you my Hellraisers.
Oh, really?
Replay event. Smashing. They were destroying everybody they came up against. It wasn't even close. And then they came up against Navi in the semi-final. Fell flat on their face, lost 2-0, and GG'd out really early of the set.
Oh, I think I actually saw that one on... was that the one I saw on Reddit? Where it was like... Or something, where it was like really, really early, like literally. Wasn't it Aloha Dance?
Yeah, I mean, he's on the Hellraisers team. I can't remember, I don't know if it read it or not. Yeah, they GG'd out really early, which surprised me because they've been so dominant. I think because they've been so dominant, it really shocked them that they lost in that fashion.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what their mentality is like coming into this series. You know, obviously they've had a decent time so far, but I feel like all these 4 teams left in CIS, 3 now, I guess,
10 seconds
through, but all 3 of these teams definitely have the potential to take games off each other. So I feel like mentality is such an important thing. You know, if you lose a game, you have to be able to stay focused and
And in that sense, it should favor Old But Gold because they're the team with the experience. They're the team with the old fogies playing for them. Meanwhile, Hellraisers, they're going to win because they've got Magnus. So, I guess, yeah, I mean, it has been so far. Magnus, I'm pretty sure 100% win rate in the CIS qualifiers, or at least Magnus Jug, anyways. We'll see if Old But Gold want to take the Juggernaut away. I mean, they could. They're against Tiny Crystal Maiden, so it's not a bad Jug pick, but...
I'm really pick two heroes that utilize the CS. Tiny and Magnus both.
Maybe something high pace. Yeah.
So smart that you put it on the Necro and you don't take